The views and opinions of this stream are not necessarily those of Twitch, Pint and Click, or the members of the Drunk Therapy community. Drunk Therapy will begin in 2 minutes. And/or daddy issues in 1 minute 45 seconds. Tell us about the worst decisions you have made while drunk in 1 minute 30 seconds. In 1 minute and 15 seconds, we can gamble on whether or not you're getting back with your crappy ex. Listen to funny international accents that may or may not turn you on in 1 minute. In 50 seconds, you can describe the thing growing on the tip of your penis. In 1 second, I will say something redundant in 1 second. Ask if it's okay to mix heroin and caffeine in 30 seconds. Disgust us with your deepest, darkest foot fantasy in 20 seconds. Pint will inform you that he is not a real therapist in 10 seconds. Drunk Therapy goes live in 5, 4, 3.
Yeah.
I haven't been circumcised.
Jump off his wiener.
It's like the worst turn off ever.
She was gonna raid his ass.
Oh man, she's a dirty girl.
Chris.
Obviously.
Cat.
Obviously.
Condom.
Obviously.
Family sucks.
Obviously.
Ruined our relationship.
Pulled out her old foot pussy.
Goodwill humping.
This is not something that I enjoy.
Does no one do foreplay anymore?
I get home, really drunk.
Bad daddy.
Fight makeup sex.
Bad daddy.
Fight makeup sex.
I never had a hangover.
Harry does not give up.
A little brain gymnastics.
The most romantic shit. He picks me up on his motorcycle.
Sounds like me when I'm smoking weed.
My asshole is just so wide.
All right, okay.
I don't understand it.
I do put a lot of trust in you fuckers. Hello everyone and welcome to yet another Drunk Therapy session. I'm your ever humble host, Pint and Click, and no, I'm not a licensed therapist, but I do, however, enjoy a good beer while listening to your problems. If you have something you'd like to get off your chest today, please type !join over there in the Twitch chat. Make sure to click through the link if you want to call in. Otherwise, we can just have it out right here in the Twitch chat. Before I say hello to all you beautiful people, new contest up in the Arty Farty. Go check it out. Pretty please. You have a chance to become a part of the legacy of this stream. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Foxy, first time for everything. Good on ya. Ask Bella, Volatile. Beer, glad you're here sober, buddy, for fucking sure. Ion, how are you doing today? Who else did I miss? You shall take part in this contest. That is absolutely right. Beer, one of these days it is going to be Les Miserables. I swear, it is Les Miserables. Pardon me for mispronouncing it. Nay, so how you doing today? How the hell are you guys? How was your weekend? Huh? No, that's fine. You don't have to color. If, you know, like, how you submit it is typically the way that, you know, I'll take it as meant to be, and we'll go from there. Nay, I finally managed, no, it's not Flatliners. We did manage to see 28 Years Later over the weekend. And I was very pleased. I was very pleased. So it's super glad that we got to see it in theaters. I'm sweating like a priest in primary school. That is horrible.
They are not even Christian.
My shit not working. Yes, there were many big schlongs. And like, you know, the original only had the one, only had the most important one. If you guys didn't know this, you all get to see Cillian Murphy's dick in 28 Days Later. So, you know, if you haven't seen that movie already, run along and go see it. Pretty please. Ask Bella if you haven't seen it yet. There's no other reason required to finally watch it. The big schlongs were quite funny, especially when the alpha jumps out of the train car and you get that real buffalo shot going. Woo!
Painful erection that will not go away.
That was quite the sight to behold.
Oh my days.
That's right, Ask Bella. You're part of the soundboard now. Congratulations. Beer, I really have to say how pleased I am to hear that you're not currently drunk. What's up, Jack? How are you doing today? Definitely want to get into your stuff today. But yeah, man, you should be taking it a little bit easier than you have, for sure. I think you're, you know, if I may say so, you've been worrying a lot of people in here, myself included. So please do take care of yourself. Think about how you're treating your body. And just, you know, your habits have not been the best. Yeah, please, Beer, get on in here, man. Y'all, please offer your well wishes while we're waiting for Beer to get into session. Please, everyone, wish Jack your well wishes to him and his mom. Jack, if you'd like to explain to everyone, if you want to, we don't have to go into it, but everyone, please just, you know, offer your love to Jack. You know, he needs all the love and support he usually gets in here. But, you know, on my mind, Jack, I, you know, just wish you the best. Always. And I notice that your sub has expired. Which ain't right. I'm gonna fix that, and then we'll hear from Beer. How about that? Come on now. I wish that I could just, you know, make this a permanent thing. There we go. Okay, where are we? Here you come, Beer. Did you type exclamation point join, Beer?
Oh, thank you very much.
Sorry, I didn't see anything. He said something about check and then immediately advertisement. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're not subbed either. No, it's all good. How you doing today, man?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. How are you faring being sober?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Like, are you experiencing any things? Are you shaky? You cloudy? What's going on?
How do I describe it? I feel, you remember when I had my, I don't know if it was a panic attack or when I thought I had a psychosis.
Yes,
you know,
I do remember.
But
yeah.
that it wasn't actually a psychosis. It was something else. It was, I think, just a panic attack or something. Because then I just took a pill and everything was cool again. Yeah, I'm experiencing that again, but I think it's from caffeine poisoning. I think because that's another thing. It happened again. I drank so much Monster Energies today that I think I got a caffeine poisoning.
Oh boy, dude. No one out there should be drinking Monster. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. It's bad as alcohol. Yeah, please cut that one out, dude. Pretty please.
Yeah, and I don't have any snooze anymore, any Zyn, because not to dox myself, but there's a lot of police presence in my town currently, and so the entire market is, you know, they had to, it's gone basically. So I don't have any nicotine pouch.
Gone in what regard? Like for the day or?
Yeah, I
take
think
it over,
for the I think for the week. I don't know how long this event is gonna last.
Well, that's crazy.
So I don't have any nicotine. I don't
Yeah.
have any alcohol
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah.
So that's going on.
How's the nicotine withdrawal treating you? You in a fine mood?
Yeah, really. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to puke.
Oh
don't
boy.
know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I find it really hard to focus right now. Like, I
Sure.
wanted to draw a comic, but I
Yeah.
couldn't do it, and that's why I draw the movie poster stuff, because I only need like 1 minute to draw one.
I gotcha.
Because I was like shaking because I could not make a full one today because
Yeah.
my brain isn't working. You see my brain.
No
I
doubt.
can't talk. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, you're forced, as Ion's pointing out. You're forced to go stone cold sober. Jack, I was directing that towards towards beer, not towards you, buddy. But hey, if you can apply it to yourself, we should all be able to apply that to ourselves, right? We've all got our bad habits. But yeah, man, like a triple whammy, all at once. That's a lot to handle, you know. Maybe it's kind of what you need to just be kind of disallowed from some of this stuff in the time being, while you let your body kind of heal and work out the toxins a bit. But Foxy is also correct in saying that the liver does not heal itself. It's the only major organ that does not heal itself. Even smokers' lungs can heal, you know. So please watch yourself, and maybe, take this as a real opportunity to kind of turn that around a bit.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've just, around here, you've just been experiencing or exhibiting some kind of worrying signs, just as far as how you're doing, what you're doing to yourself, your health, all that stuff. And, a lot of us have been concerned about you.
I don't think you had the worst part.
You want to tell us the worst part?
Yeah, I stay up all night. I only go to bed at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god.
Because I physically can't just sleep in at night. I'm just so fucked up. So
Wow.
That's why I stay up all night.
That's intense, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's intense. I mean, I also, this all also points to depression, to me as well. What time do you wake up at after you go to sleep at 7 a.m.?
Actually, I don't know. I have 15 o'clock. So that's 3 p.m. No.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. That's crazy. Ion says there's a pretty interesting study that proves that it's still incredibly beneficial to quit smoking at any age. You're literally never too late. Yeah, the body is really amazing. And, I think we've all seen those pictures of lungs. And I know you're not a smoker, beer, but we've all
Not
seen those.
tobacco.
Right. You just do the snooze or whatever.
I was referencing marijuana.
Oh! Yes, of course. Don't you also do the snooze too?
Yes, I do snooze, marijuana. Wow, I'm really fucked up, dude.
Marijuana is the flame, heroin is the fuse, LSD is the bomb.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And, you know, I think the more you're piling on yourself, the more you're just kind of escaping and trying to kind of get away from reality a little bit. So, you know, like, you know we're concerned. You know that you can do better for yourself, and this might be a good opportunity for you if you want to take it that way, you know?
It's just, I'm
up,
in a
Bobby?
fucking... Hi, Bobby. Congratulations, by the way, Bobby.
Yes, congrats, Bobby. That's right. That's right. He graduated, everyone. Isn't that great? You were about to say something, Bear?
I lost my train of thought. It just feels like I'm in an open prison right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, being so far away from home, it just, and there's nothing to do here, you know? Sometimes I go drinking with Bimsh, which that's a problem too, because like Friday, the last thing I can remember is me and him, we were like, no, it wasn't like a bar, it was like you can't describe what it is. Basically, where people go out to shoot. It was a shooting range, but just
Ooh.
for air rifles, right?
Okay, good, yeah. I was about to say, because beer and live ammunition, they go hand in hand.
Okay, first of all, I never, ever shot while drunk.
Good,
I said
good
that
on
once.
you. Yeah.
besides it's Germany, you don't have like live ammo. It's just like air rifles.
Yeah.
Point
That works.
fittingly. Point is, he said something about he wants to go to some girl's place, and I don't know her, and all I know is that I walked for 2 kilometers home because I couldn't afford the taxi because I didn't have any cash money. And when I came home, I felt so fucking awful. Even my grandma was like, "You man, is everything good?" It was like she was concerned legitimately because she heard me puking and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially because I didn't even know where I was.
Oh
I
my
think that
God.
was
that bad.
that was it was
Blackout.
really fucked up.
Yeah. By the way, blackouts are one of the true markers of alcoholism. I'm just gonna put that out there as well. Okay.
Where's my bourbon?
Is that do you black out often?
No, I mean it wasn't really a blackout in the sense of I can't remember anything. It was just in
You're
the sense of I don't.
To the point.
I just didn't really. Hi everyone. I was just bad at. I didn't really know it. I just kind of lost. It wasn't bad, but it was. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a binge. At least you were out with a friend and not alone in your room. At the very least.
For once.
But oh, you did, Jack. I got you. Yeah. You've done that by yourself once, Beer?
I mean, drunk, yes, but not blackout. I mean,
not blackout.
Not with alcohol, with marijuana, yes.
Okay. Wow, that's some strong pot.
You know where you get it.
Wild, man. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, yeah, man. You know, like you're home. You don't have access to your usual poisons. So you know, turn it around into something creative and positive while you can, huh? I just posted that. I know that you already submitted some stuff to the new contest for the graphic, for the Family Sucks graphic.
Family Sucks.
But you know, put some more thought to it. You did it, you know, just like a few minutes, right? The one that you gave me already.
I didn't give it to you. That was just a joke that I just hastily threw together. This was never meant to go into the contest.
I still love it. No, those were meant to be examples. So if any of you, you know, that I already have some graphics from. If you want to resubmit, if you want to change anything, you want to just do another one completely. None of the ones that I've received, I will enter into the contest until you tell me that that's the one. Go for it. All right. I just use those as examples. And because I also I already really like them, the direction that they're going. So don't worry about it. But yeah, maybe, you know, that's one thing you can do.
Right. Okay.
Just saying, it's better than just sitting around your room obsessing over booze and pot.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. I get it. Yes.
Okay. Good. Someone's gotta.
It feels like we have the same fucking conversation like every 3 weeks. Could it be that you tell me that I should drink less booze, and then I say, okay, I look what I can do, and then I fail, and then I'm just, you know,
Well, I mean, you know, if it's a perpetual problem, we're going to talk about it, you know, over and over again.
I just think there's nothing worth saving me, dude. I think you're just gonna have to give up.
I'm not going to, because you're worth saving. I count you as a friend in here, so I care about you, and I'm going to continue to try. But if you're also like self-destructive, like that's not okay either, you know, for you. So no, I'm not going to stop. Sorry, not sorry. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you're totally worth it. You're worth the effort. You're worth me repeating myself. It's fine. And this is also part of the whole process, right? Is relapsing, is doing the same thing. It's not being able to get out of the cycle. And especially if you're trying to go about it alone. It's just like it's nearly impossible to do alone, you know? So we're here for you. I still think that you should check out any, you know, local AAs or anything. Make some friends. get some support within that whole kind of circle, and go from there, you know. And you'll pick up some more tips and tricks and just the way to kind of manage it instead of falling deeper and deeper into it. Because
the thing is,
it's all worrisome, you know.
Give me 3 weeks and everything's gonna be fine, because then I'm back in Switzerland, then I'm back in school, and then I'm forced to be normal again.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that too. And oftentimes, it takes big change to get out of things like this. And I think that that's exactly what you need, you know. And something to focus on, as important as school, is going to be huge for you. It very well, having that situational shift very well might just correct itself. But at the same time, I don't want you to, you know, delve further into this whole trap that you've made.
Okay. A few last words before I go.
Yeah, please.
Because I have to. The thing is, just school is very alcoholic in Switzerland. Like,
oh yeah,
we have a bunch of teenagers, and you know how college is, because that master school is basically like college. You have people between the ages of 21 and 25, basically. Yeah. And they are just given so much free time, and they're super bored, so they're gonna drink a lot. And I'm very susceptible for social pressure.
Yeah.
And
I was bored, so I had my tongue pierced. I was bored, so I put a spear through my penis.
That could be a risk, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, as long as you have your priorities straight and you take this as the opportunity that it is, to, you know, to be somewhere where it's not as available to you, and things have changed, things have shifted, you have new things to focus on. As long as you take all that by the horns, and make the most out of it, I think, you know, you will make the most out of it. And again, like, being social, going out and doing these things, I think we become more destructive as soon as we bring these sorts of things home and just kind of wallow in it and let it consume us. So, you know, like the social drinking, I think that your problem is pretty well, you know, it's taken over a bit at this point. As far as like social drinking in college, I don't know if anyone would fault you for doing that, you know, as long as you're not doing it by yourself, binging at home at night, staying awake until 7 a.m. when you have school the next day. You know?
I know.
I think AA is a good idea.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to wrap it up. I think I have to.
That's fine.
I may be coming back. Until then, God be with you. I love you. Thank you all.
Love
so
you too, Beer. You take care of yourself, okay, buddy?
Okay, I'm doing it.
Please, thank
Servus.
you. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Ryan, how are you doing today, man? I haven't had an update from you in too long, so yeah, what's new, huh? What's new? And Nay, thank you very much for offering Beer an ear or an eye. In that case, if you're offering your DMs open to him, that's very, very kind of you. But yeah, AA, you guys, is not something to be scared of. It's not something to be embarrassed by. It's international for a fucking reason. That's because it's such a widespread disease, you know? It's an illness that consumes all, and everyone has been touched by it in one way or another. So yeah, I spent like 9 months in AA when I was with my ex, and I learned a lot from it, and I got a lot of support from it, and I gave a lot of support from it, and it turned out that I too needed a really big fucking situational shift. And hello, divorce. Best fucking decision of my life. Nay, I'm so proud of you that you managed to say no. It's so fucking important. A little bit of explanation behind me saying no. This is what Nasa says. My sister and her dad wanted to come around to put the curtain up at my window, and I said I have the dentist today, and he said he would come before my appointment, but I said no, I don't want to rush myself, and he said that's fine, and then we ended the call, and I cried so hard. Oh no, why did you feel guilty for saying no? Did you feel guilty for you know, like just turning them away and for thinking about yourself? And like, you're absolutely right, you shouldn't be pushed into these positions where you're rushing and rushing and rushing, especially given, you know, your condition. So you had every absolute fucking right to say no, you know? It is not Flatliners Volatile, and that was already guessed. So keep going. Keep going. I just added Flatliners to my list. I've never seen it. But to my ever-increasing list of movies I want to watch. Yes, Ryan, designated driving. Someone's got to do it. Abso-fucking-lutely. Right, yeah, Ion, I agree. Nay, yeah, I felt like he was mad at me, and like if I say no too many times, people will stop asking to come over. I mean, if they do, that's on them, and then they just want something from you, and they don't actually care about you. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, if people are only coming around because you're offering all of your energy and kindness, and, you know, like, you're just slicing away at yourself to give to them, that's, what the fuck good are they coming around if they're not actually friends, you know? Yeah, I mean, you are wanted for who you are, not because of, you know, your ability to just give, you know? That's not something that's something that people take advantage of. It's a positive, yeah, but through editing, you know? You have to know when enough is enough and you're giving too much. And I think that filter has been malformed, if formed at all, in you, because your entire life has been forfeit to your parents. You're conditioned to understand that you are only good for one purpose, and it's not you. It's for everything else outside. This is something that, you know, you're it's something that you're going to have to work towards, for sure. I have an allegory. Is it? No, it's not this book. Where is it? There's an allegory out there, Nay, that I want you to look up, and I want you to read. You have homework now, Nay. It's called The Child with the Golden Brain. And it's about exactly this. And it's about the child of Narcissus. And it just kind of screams your situation. So I want you to look that up. The Child with the Golden Brain. Can you do that for me, please? What's up, Twit? How you doing today? Ion, that seems pretty normal, but trying to please everyone in order to feel like you are wanted will eat you up. Absolutely. I mean, they're consuming you, you know? That's not the way that relationships are meant to be formed, especially friendly ones, you know? That's not the way family is meant to treat others. Okay, yeah, let me, hang on. I'll turn off my soundboard really quick.
Family sucks.
Whoops. Hang on. One more.
Fuck! Shit! Son of a bitch!
Turn off my soundboard. And here we go. The Child with the Golden Brain. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Copy you. Paste you. There you go. Exactly. It is not healthy. And I think as long as you are aware of that, the better it is for you. And again, this doesn't mean that you always suddenly say no. This means that you recognize when you don't have anything else to give. You know, when you've reached a point where you can't get out of bed, you can't feed yourself, you can't take care of your normal duties because all of your energy and all of your focus is going out there somewhere. It's not going towards what you need to do for yourself in order to get by and in order to just have a decent day. You know, it's really, really, really important. And a tough one, you know, like after being so giving for so long, it's really tough to kind of come to terms with that and to recognize that you need to, you know, have a little reserve dedicated to you, you know? But that's only fucking fair. You know? Still ended up exhausted and hurting because of what I did today. Sons of bitches. I mean, I'm just gonna say, you see what they did to you? Do you see what they've done to you? You see that, like, this isn't healthy. This isn't normal. This is so fucked up. You don't deserve to feel this way just because you chose to do something for you. You know? It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. Please take a moment and just read that allegory that I sent. Pretty please. Okay? Oh boy. And by the way, that quote is from a book called The Drama of the Gifted Child. And I truly think that that's a book that you could read from start to finish and take a lot away from. I had to go out today, so that was going to make me tired, but I'm so overly emotional. Yeah, I hear you, and it's okay. It's okay. These are baby steps, right? These are baby steps, and you're kind of testing the waters. Going outside already takes a lot out of you. You came in here with us already, hearing about your dentist and about your dental history and the crowns that you made for yourself. So that is also no doubt stressful. A, going out of the house, B, seeing the dentist, and then dad's coming. No, girl. Yeah, I'm proud of you. I am literally proud of you. Even though you feel this way about yourself, I think it's a really, really good moment for you to recognize that you did something for you after offering so much to so many people throughout your lifetime. I really, really do. So good on you, Nay. Good on you. Even though you feel crappy. And you've got us, You've got us to let you know that it is okay. It is in fact okay. And that you're worth it for you to focus on you a little bit. You are absolutely worth it. You are your own priority. It's nobody else. You are your priority. Right? So make it so. Please. Pretty please. Ion, did I say no, it's not the original Hulk behind me? Because it's not the original Hulk behind me. It's not Gross Anatomy. That sounds like fun. Volatile. I've never heard of it, but I like it. I had a book on Gross Anatomy growing up. I absolutely loved that book. Oh, what's up, AK? How are you doing? Good to see you. Please explain, AK. You posted that thing in the Book Nook? Or in the creative writing? What was it? What was it? It was the, maybe it was the Book Nook. Oh, where was it? Fuck. Is it the Self-Hype? The Paragraph Planet, AK. It's just an episode of House MD. What, behind me? Is that... No! Explain this Paragraph Planet, AK. What is this? Oh, is it volatile? Okay, I'm gonna write that one down. Hang on. That sounds great. That sounds absolutely great. Gross Anatomy. Also, Jack, if you're still out there, please, do not feel obligated to do anything in here today. If you feel like, you've got enough on your plate. There is no pressure, buddy. There's no pressure at all. Don't worry about it. Just take care of yourself. Get home safe. Take a nap. Feed yourself. Do whatever you have to do, but don't, if I, was here wishing that you would get better, but I'm still like, what the fuck are you doing? Get on in here and help me with this drama. It wouldn't actually be me wishing you to get better. So please do what you have to do to get better. Okay? It's really no biggie at all. All right? Gross Anatomy. 1989. Thank you. Sounds great. Just read what you sent and saved it. I relate to a lot of it, especially with just pleasing everyone, no matter what it takes from me. And that's exactly it, Nay. That's exactly it. I mean, what what you're going through, exactly what you described, everything that you've described prior to just, you know, being raised by narcissists, being raised by abusers. It's just, like, that's it. You are the golden child, or the child with the golden brain, rather. So, read it again later, pretty please. AK, it's an online semi-daily publication that publishes 75-word pieces. I think at most they do one per day, established in 2008, and pretty laid back. That's so cool. So you're going to be published in it, yeah? That's the case, right? Tomorrow? Is that when your story goes live? Your 75-word story? Or piece, if it's poetry, if it's whatever. That is so fun. Definitely do post a link. Yep, tomorrow when it's posted. Pretty please. I can't wait. I mean, this is just wild, AK. How many places now? Is that three? 3 different places now that have accepted some of your work for publication? It's like, I mean, you're 18. It's insane. It's insane. Keep fucking going, man. You're kicking ass. Is it bad contrast, or does the guy behind you have no arms? Are you talking about the guy on the gurney, or which guy behind me? And I'll say, oh, this is the 4th AK. Fucking incredible. I will say that I don't typically pick stills with actors in them, but none of these people are recognizable. There's nothing going on here that will give it away, I don't think. On the gurney, no, he's under a sheet, I think. Yeah, see, there's his arm. He's got arms. Don't you worry. It's not gross anatomy. But no, AK, this the fact that it's the 4th is just absolutely incredible. Please do keep it up. Please keep sharing as you're accepted to more publications. It's so fucking cool. You know, like, you're doing more than should be expected of 18-year-olds on summer vacation. You know what I mean? It's really great. Oh shoot, I haven't checked the list. Ryan, how have you been, huh? Any news? Anything that you'd like to update us on? Anything going on? Huh? Always curious. Always love a good update, if you don't mind. And Twit, how are you doing today, buddy? What's been up? I was really impressed by oh, you've been having thoughts. What kind of thoughts, Ryan? I was really impressed by Faintus' response to you, Twit, if you're still out there, with what you posted in the serious chat, and also your AI therapist. That was really sweet and not creepy at all. Ryan, not great ones. Would you care to explain? What's going on there, huh? Are we getting into, you know, thoughts of self-harm, suicidal ideation? Is that, you can just come straight out and say it, please. AK, I'd say it's a descriptive paragraph. Not sure if it fits into fiction or poetry. I basically connected harmonies to outer space. Hey, that's cool. That's really cool. Ryan, I'm closing on my last 6 months of service. Okay. Are you worried about that? Are you worried about what comes after? Is that somehow in relation to these thoughts you've been having? Something until... Son of a bitch! Son of a fucking bitch, Volatile. Leave some for the rest of everyone out there. Jesus Christ. Yes, it is in fact Bernie from 2011, starring Jack Black. If you guys haven't seen this, it's a fantastic true crime piece about a real-life mortician in Texas who ends up moving in with this elderly, rich socialite. And, you know, hilarity ensues. I have to say, yeah, exactly, Ryan. I have to say, this is my favorite Jack Black role, because he in no way, shape, or form is Jack Black, except like there are some singing and dancing numbers which are really great, and he gets to show off his musical side, but he is a completely different character in this film. And he carries the movie well. Shirley MacLaine, though, steals the fucking show as the older rich socialite. She is so fucking funny and cold, just steely in this movie. She's so fucking good. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. It's directed by Richard Linklater, who's known for the Before trilogy and Boyhood. Dazed and Confused is one of his. A lot of great movies under his belt, and this is certainly one of them. Ryan, I'm considering extending my Army contract by a year. Interesting. Being a barely functional soldier is easier than being forced to be a functional member of society. I'm broken, but here I can live as a broken person. Out there, I'll be forced to get better or it's over. And I think we've discussed mental health resources that are available to you there, and it's basically nil, right? And if you bring anything up with the medical staff of your Army, then you will be discharged and you'll just be left to fend on your own, right? I'm broken, but here I can live as a broken person. Out there, I'll be forced to get better or it's over. Don't want to stay, don't want to leave, don't want to do anything with my life. I want to die. Pooh, God. Yeah, that is so fucking rough, man. That is incredibly fucking rough. And I'm sure, no doubt, that also just having absolutely no say for so long, just over your own trajectory, over everything that you can or cannot choose to do, is kind of amounting to all of these kind of thoughts that you will have nothing once you get out. Have you thought much about getting out of the country, and pursuing a life elsewhere? And I don't know how easy that could be. I don't know much of anything at all. But
my mind is just shit this morning.
But is that something that you've considered? Oh, good job, AK. Keep cooking. I love cooking. It's easier when they choose for you. No, I do understand that. I do understand that. There's something that's, in fact, a little liberating when you're just told to do everything. But at the same time, that's not giving you any abilities as far as being independent, right? It's not giving you the ability to make choices on your own, make decisions on your own, do anything for you. So in a lot of ways, it's just perpetuating being kind of infantile, right? And just relying on everything and everyone else around you to just make the decisions for you. The thought of leaving Israel is a bit yucky at the moment. I know what the world thinks about me. I understand that, especially as a freshly discharged soldier. God, yeah. No, I understand that. I hear ya. Fucking A. It's so fucking rough, dude. And it's such a shame because, like, you're just another person. And as you've been saying, all these decisions have been made for you. Everyone, right, is forced to be a part of the Israeli army for a while, right? It's a mandatory rite of passage. So it's not like, as far as we're talking about choices, it's not like you have any choice in the matter, any real choice. And yes, as humans, we kind of prejudge everyone based on what we think we know about people around the world. And it's just a total shame that we don't just all recognize how much fucking space there is on this green fucking globe, and that we can all find room for one another and get by just fine around one another. It sucks. It sucks. One person doesn't speak for the whole country. One person doesn't speak for the government. It's unfair, and I do hope that the tide turns, and that you can make a well-informed decision on your own behalf as far as what to do. with your future and how you spend it. Yeah, no, I believe you. I believe you, Ryan. I'm not trying to dismiss your thoughts. I'm not there. I'm not Israeli. I'm American. And just like being American, I understand all the sentiment outside of America that people have for Americans. I get it. Even though I'm not, I don't think I'm what they kind of pre-impose Americans are when they meet me, but it's I get it, man. The world is a beautiful place and the world is a dangerous place, and that's because we're it's full of people. People suck, and people are also worth getting to know at the same time. It's an interesting place to put it mildly. I wish Twit. Oh God, I wish. She is a treasure, man. Yeah, Ion, what's it like in Portugal right now, out of curiosity? Of course, here in the U.S., it's volatile. Volatile, I'm not calling you out. I'm saying that the situation is volatile, with both Israelis and Palestinians and Iranians and Muslims on the whole and Jews on the whole. And I'm so ashamed. I really am. Just of the way things have kind of transpired. But wishes are wishes. And all I can do is be the change that I want to see, right? And all I can do is put my actions where, my words ooze out of my mouth, and just treat people with kindness, and that's it. And and hope that people learn through their own experiences that not everyone is who you make them out to be, based on who they are, where they're from, what they look like, You think most people would not give a fuck, Ion, or would give a fuck? Like most real see in the street people? Huh? Oh, you mean just like passersby, Ion? Would not give a fuck or would give a fuck? Ryan, I just saw a video today of a dude getting nailed to the floor and beaten on the street for having an Israeli flag. Where the fuck was that, dude? Where was that? Ion, like, I want to agree with that, but, I'm imposing my own thoughts. Wait. In the U.S.? In the United States? A dude getting nailed to the... Are you talking about, like, actual, like floor crucifixion, or are you talking about, like, beat down? Because, like, this day and age, I would believe anything. Like, if you said dude was literally just being, like, drawn and quartered on the floor. Okay, not literally. No, I've seen several fucking videos of both Israeli supporters and Palestinian supporters just getting absolutely hammered, by crowds, by police, getting arrested for expressing their First Amendment rights, which is, again, First Amendment right. And it's a really scary time to be here. Tackled. Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you, Ryan. I would certainly say don't come here right now. Even though there are, there are safe harbors here. I would certainly put San Francisco, on that list. It's a bit of a, oh God. But they're here too. Like ICE is here too, It's a bit of a sanctuary city. My wife, the other day, when she was leaving work, I was actually really worried about her. She works just a block away from San Francisco's immigration office and Department of Homeland Security. And there was a riot happening outside of her office. Protesters were throwing trash cans in the way of ICE officers, and they were getting out of their cars, and they were cuffing people, and attacking people And she was texting me how scared she was, and I was really like fucking freaked out, and I was just like, just book it to Bart. She was like, there's a crowd standing around like filming everything. I was like, don't stand in the crowd, just get the fuck home. Please, pretty please. And you know, like, she's Filipino, she's ethnic. People mistake her as being Mexican all the time because she's brown, and they're indiscriminately just arresting people for what they look like. They continue to arrest American citizens that were born here by Americans or by people that legally immigrated here ages ago. People that are not just green card holders, but have social security numbers, people that have real IDs. And it's frightening. It's absolutely frightening, especially since she's just a block away. Oh, yeah. I understand now, Twit. I see what you're saying. You know the other Mr. T, right? There's a real Mr. T. Stay in school, drink your milk, pay the fool. You know, that is absolutely ludicrous. That Mr. T. Yeah, they really are, Twit. They really are. And I mean, if you're out in the street being in favor of Israel in any outspoken way, I imagine you could get different amounts of flack for it. But if you're just walking around, I doubt anything would happen to you. That's the way that I feel about it too, Ion. You know, that is the way that I feel about it too. Yeah, Nay, an 8-year-old got pepper sprayed and they were pouring milk on her face. ICE just arrested another child that was going through leukemia treatment, crying for their fucking parents. This is like the cruelty. It's absolutely fucking cruel. It's insane. You know, a fucking child going through leukemia treatment. Fuck. Like, this is it? No, I do understand that, Ion. I do understand that. Yeah. And, you know, like, I really want to agree, but I have to apprehensively agree because I am not everybody. And you're not everybody, you know? But I want to say that is, you know, maybe simply just worth investigating. Ryan, you know, from an outsider perspective, America looks like a dumpster fire. Yes, I do know that. As an insider, it looks like a dumpster fire, buddy. And this is coming from the guy who's been getting bombed as long as he's been alive. No, I totally agree. I totally agree. Twit, this is how I see the world history since caveman time. The oppressed and the oppressors. Yeah, especially in a capitalistic society. That's it. You know, that's it. That's the way it's been, and that's the way it shall remain. And it's kind of nasty around here with the far-right party having... Oh, God. Yikes. Ryan, people attack Jews and protest for Palestine. Imagine what they do to an Israeli. Imagine what they do to a soldier who just finished their service in this whole situation. I'll be fucking killed. Don't want to hide myself and worry every day how long it's going to take until someone finds out and knocks on my door. I understand you, man. Or I at least, I hear you. I totally hear you. Your worries are valid because right now this world is, it's a dangerous place. It really is. So, yeah. You do what you think is best for you. And, you know, you're kind of trapped right now, right? Trapped in the army. You think that continuing your service is your only option. And yeah, I totally fucking, I get why you would be having these thoughts that you're having too. You know, what's your value currently? Hard to pinpoint. And that's because of your situation. That's not because of the quality of you, because you're obviously you know, like, you're a good person. We've talked in here time after time, and that's the only conclusion that I can reach, is that you're a decent, good person. I like having you around here. You know, as difficult as these conversations are that you bring up, it's worth for you to be able to discuss them. It's worth it to me to lend some support to somebody that's halfway across the world. And I certainly hope that you find value in having a place where you feel a little bit like you belong. You know, that's really important to just the foundation of this whole thing. So yeah, man, like you're heard. Your worries are valid. And I just hope that you get out of it with maybe some resources behind you to be able to make something out of all this and make something of your future outside of the army. Or, you know, maybe another option is to once this next I'm just spitballing here, but once this next term is finished, maybe you know, looking for another role within the army and just continue that if that's what you need. You know, if that's what you legitimately need to just keep going. Who knows? Twit, there is no honor in this game. Don't hate the players, hate the game. Hang on. Oh God, did I add it? Did I add it? I did.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's coming from the man who knows. Sometimes it is worth to switch sides from the oppressor to the oppressed, and sometimes it's not. We all have to make our own decision in our short life. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could ever... I don't know if I could ever be the oppressor and, like, use others in order to have any amount of gain as far as comfort or money or status or, you know, whatever it is. I'm all for equality and justice, you know, equity. Like that's kind of just what I stand for. Volatile, dude, this is coming from someone who lives in a more calm area of the U.S. The U.S. looks good on paper until you start digging. Cost of living sucks, 100 per fucking cent. You're taxed on everything. Jobs are hard to come by, and the ones you do come by work you to death for little pay. Healthcare? Yeah, I don't know why I brought that joke up. PTO? Good luck. Break a bone. Hope you got savings or good credit or a loan. And if you get pregnant, I mean, you are back to work immediately, mama. You know, I think, I don't know if there's any federal guarantee of maternity leave. I know there isn't for paternity leave. But you better not be getting pregnant in this economy. But hey, don't worry. As soon as you turn 18, you can join the military. Right. No, please do continue. Can't drink or anything because you aren't an adult, but you can put your life on the line for your country. That's right. Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, want to rent a car? Nope, not old enough. But you can carry an assault rifle for the U.S. Marines. Oh, want to buy a gun? Sorry, not old enough. But you join the military, they just give you one. Yeah, this is all right. This all checks. Yeah, and I mean, you know, like, I think it's an experiment that's coming to an end, if it hasn't ended already. Ryan, our drinking age is 18 instead of 21 because it makes no sense for you to be trusted with a gun and not a pint of beer. Abso-fucking-lutely. Same around here. How can you be trusted with a car, you know, before you're legally allowed to drink? It's so fucking backwards to me. It really is. I think it should be reversed. I think that 16 should be the legal drinking age, and that 21 should be the legal driving age, if there's any reversing happening at all. It's so fucked. It's so fucked. And I mean, car fatalities are just endemic here. It's a real fucking problem. And I do chalk up a lot of it to be because people are allowed to drive for 5 years before they can legally drink. So they're more confident in their driving abilities. They go out, they're like, you know, fuck it. I'm 21. I'm drinking with my friends. I'm going to drive home. And, you know, the rest is up to chance. Don't kill anyone else. Jesus Christ. Exactly. Thank you, Twit. Good on you. Nay, I recently did a deep dive into the safe haven law. What is the safe haven law, Nay? Foxy, we have a budget of $200 each week for groceries, typically for 5 people now. that weekly list gets stressful to come up with since husband wants something different each week. It's, yeah, oh my God, I am sorry. What's up, Jack? How you doing, man? Feeling all right today? Nah. About what I expect. We're here for you, buddy. Take your time. And again, don't feel obligated to be here today. If you just want to, you know, rest, sleep, game, you know, watch some anime, I don't care. Just do whatever you have to do today, okay?
Alright.
Alright. We're here for you regardless, okay? You don't have to be here for us to be here for you. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been hard few days.
Yeah, you're telling me, man. Sure, that's a hell of an understatement. Foxy, yeah, like with a budgetary compromise, there have to be compromises elsewhere. You know, like it has to happen if you're to feed your family, especially your kids, and be able to stretch it all out as long as you can, because that $200 a week for groceries for 5 fucking mouths, 3 growing kids, that's nothing. You know, that's absolutely nothing. I'm sorry that you have to be the pleaser, to avoid confrontation and avoid arguments and fights. And it sounds like you've been having a lot of those lately. But yeah, just do what you gotta to keep the peace and keep your kids fed. And I hope that you're not, you know, sacrificing your own well-being in the meantime. If he has to start cooking his own fucking meals, so be it. Nothing like a Stouffer's for the hubby when he gets home, right? Yeah, exactly, Volatile. Exactly. It's garbage. Twit, if both individuals born as male or female can be pregnant, would you be the one who would get pregnant, or would you refuse to be pregnant? I mean, you know, I would do anything for my wife. I would. I think a lot of you already know this, but I got a vasectomy after my wife gave birth. While she was still experiencing her C-section, the doctor and the surgeon was like, there is so much scar tissue down here, and there's going to be more from this. I don't think you can do this again and survive. So that either the two options were that she goes back on birth control. I wasn't going to rely on a condom, that's for sure. I've experienced way too many broken condoms in my lifetime. But birth control had failed us, and that's why she got pregnant. She had an IUD that fell out. You know, we don't know where it went. It wasn't in her body, but it failed us. She also had to go from birth control to birth control because she kept having allergic reactions. She had the stick in her arm that started bubbling up, you know. There was all kind of crazy stuff. Triphasic pills were doing weird shit to her. So that was really the only option, was for me to get a vasectomy. And I treated myself to my 34th birthday, I think it was. But I'm bringing this up to it because, yes, if there was an option to like trade off, yeah, I'd squeeze a baby out my urethra. Sure. I hope it's not out the urethra in your fantasy land of men giving birth. I would much rather, wish it were the back end, because I swear I've passed some baby-sized stools in the past. But you know.
My asshole is just so wide. I don't understand it.
I do what I can for my wife. You know, that's what I'm getting to. Nay, allow parents to anonymously and safely surrender infants, typically under a certain age, at designated locations like hospitals. This is the safe harbor law. Fire stations or police stations, without fear of prosecution for abandonment or neglect. I mean, that just sounds really, really fucking important. It really does. What have you learned more about it since you started reading about it? Oh no, Foxy, your son has eggs and nut allergies? Really? Egg. Man, that is such basic food for kids. I am so sorry. That is wild. But yeah, another thing you have to deal with. That sucks. Thank you, Twit, for explaining that fantasy a little bit more. Aspella, IUDs can be so faulty. My grandma had one, and when she got pregnant, either my mom and they still never found it. Yeah, isn't that crazy? They really can be, and you have to get them checked up. And we think that like my wife had it for a year before the checkup, and the gynecologist cut the string a little bit because they have a little like retrieval mechanism attached to it, and she was like, oh, this is too long, and she snipped it and potentially dislodged it. I don't know. But one of the things that IUDs can do, which is absolutely crazy to me, is that it can actually perforate the uterine wall and travel in the body. It can move around, just go on like a little tour of the intestines. So, you know, she had to do CAT scans. She had to get an MRI. And they didn't find it. It was gone, you know, so just probably knocked it out of the park with my wang or something. Who knows? Thank you very much. But yeah, also not to mention that, you know, the two different types, either the copper or the hormonal, people experience different side effects on either of them. And who's to say which one you can get until it's in you, right? And then you have to go through the really uncomfortable ordeal of getting it removed. It sucks. Nay, okay, sorry, Nay. Here we go. Foxy, are you talking about where is it placed, or where can it go within the body? Because it can apparently go anywhere. That's what they were saying when we first found out that she was pregnant. We like alarm bells started ringing for the medical staff, because we were under the impression, that it was still there. So she's pregnant with an IUD, and it's like, well, that's dangerous, right? It's dangerous for mama and for the baby. So alarm bells went off, and they got her in right away trying to look for this thing. And it just turned out that it wasn't there anymore. But as the doctor was explaining, that it can get through the uterine lining, and in between other organs, it can get into other organs themselves. It can go around. What does that mean exactly? I don't know. Foxy. Whew, my mom abandoned us. I could never imagine not doing everything I could for my children. Isn't it? It really is pretty fucking crazy, Foxy, when you have kids for yourself. You change. You change in an instant. And you realize just how much you are willing to give for the sake of your child. And hearing stories about how other parents have just treated their kids or abandoned them or whatever. Yeah, like I will never, ever even have a glimpse of understanding where any of that comes from. You lucked out, Foxy, that you are the mom that you are, because you weren't set up with the best mom. That's for sure. And oftentimes we become our parents. And it sounds like you wanted nothing to do with the way that she brought you up. So your kids are lucky to have you. They really, really are, Foxy. Nay, it's interesting that the infant has to be under 30 days old, as you put it often, is the case. It's more common in America than in the UK, like the number of surrendered infants in the US is a lot higher. Interesting. Crazy. Yeah. It's interesting that the infant often has to be under 30 days old. I wonder what that is. Jack, while I'm reading comments, what did the doctor have to say today? Jack, you still there, buddy? Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd the doc have to say?
He just... Sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Take your time. Take your time.
Just give me an update. I just gave him an update and stuff about... He knows about the hospital visit and stuff.
Is this your personal visit or your mom's visit?
This is my doctor.
Mm-hmm. What did he have to say? Did he have some news for you? That was hard to take?
Yeah, he just like said that it was more of a mental thing.
More of a mental
and
thing?
I kind of agree.
I mean,
because like
yeah,
it's stressful.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you've been put through the ringer lately, you know, and then all this stuff with your mom, and you're running around, and like, yeah, you have had to deal with a lot of shit lately, man. A lot of shit.
Yeah. Plus, in my house, my uncle started drinking again, so.
Your uncle started drinking again? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Around you guys, or on his own, or where?
Yeah, I think so. I was at my mom's the past few days.
Oh boy. Has anyone confronted him about it?
Yeah.
Did your aunt confront him, or who?
I think so.
Yeah.
I bet I just feel, you know.
Say that one again?
Like drained. I just feel drained today.
Yeah, you sound drained, man. Yeah, like, you know, like you gotta just be exhausted as all living hell after all your ordeals. So, you know, don't, once again, man, if you, like, you just gotta rest, just gotta nap, gotta eat. When was the last time you fed yourself? When was the last time you ate?
I did. Sandwich earlier.
Okay. What was on your sandwich?
Tuna salad.
And now I'm getting hungry. I love a good tuna salad sandwich, gotta say.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't like feeling like this.
Yeah. No, I understand.
I just feel nothing, you know.
Yeah.
And like, you know, to someone outside, like my mom or something, like I speak to her like bluntly, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to do shit.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Like, even today, she was just like, yeah, you're gonna take your cab today. She was just like, look me in the eye. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. And then just like,
Yeah. And this is, I mean, I'm just going to repeat what I said earlier to Nay, is that when we don't have enough energy for ourselves and we're still like giving our last few ounces to other people, it's easy to crumble. It's really easy to crumble under the weight. And anything at that point can just, you know, it can dismantle you. And you've just been experiencing so much after giving so much for so long. Who could blame you for, you know, for feeling apathetic, for feeling like you just don't care all of a sudden? It's so fucking much.
Exactly.
It's so fucking much to handle, dude.
Yeah, it's like I just want to fucking my negative thoughts want to end it, but like no, I'm not gonna fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, you know, keep going on no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely.
Find a way, you know, like right now I feel fucking awful.
Yeah.
But I know there's the end of the tunnel.
Exactly.
There's gotta be.
Exactly. This is, it's temporary. You know? Things have a...
This is like unfair.
As far as how much you've been faced with lately?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You've been going through so fucking much lately. You know? It's too much.
And I know.
I wouldn't wish that.
I always try to reach out and stuff too.
Yeah, I hope that you continue to do that as well. You know.
Yeah, I don't see my therapist until next week or the week after.
Okay. Do you think you could reach out and schedule an appointment sooner, or maybe just like a phone call? You know?
Maybe.
Lots of times, therapists do accept phone calls, and you know, when you need to call.
I know he's on vacation or something.
Well, there's one way to find out, right?
I already texted.
Oh, you texted. Okay, good. How long ago did you text?
A few days ago.
A few days ago, and they didn't respond.
Not yet.
What did you text them with?
Just like I would collect a set of appointment as soon as you can.
Since it's been a few days, I think, you know, like, you are, what's the word? You know, like, I don't think that they would hold it against you for reaching out again and asking if it's possible to have a phone conversation, between now and the next appointment. And that doesn't mean, you know, like you're pressuring them to set aside their valuable vacation time. That could mean, you know, like maybe they're back tomorrow and they can call you, you know. But I think simply asking is something that you could do for yourself. Again,
okay.
You know, so just consider that, and be straightforward about wanting a phone call with them, because the next appointment seems so far away right now.
Yeah, the hospital was not fun.
Oh God, I believe it, man.
I was in so much pain that day.
Yeah. Yeah, it sure sounded like it. Your messages you were describing just like hurting all over, you know, in pain all over. And you didn't know what happened. Yeah.
And my doctor said I can't do too much.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I do, you know, because I just want to do the stuff I used to do.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm on 26. I want to walk. I want to fucking do more work. I want to do all that shit.
Yeah, you want to cook?
And it's like taken away from me.
Yeah, and they seem like
it's been
such...
hard not, you know.
Right, and they're such simple asks too. You're not asking for much, you know. You're not asking to be rich and famous. You know, you're not asking to bang Jessica Alba. You're just asking to live your life.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the basics. So I hear you. I understand why you would just feel robbed. You know.
And tomorrow's Canada Day too.
Oh, is that like an Independence Day? What does Canada Day?
It's like the whatever, the 4th for you guys.
The 4 or 3 guys? Oh, for you guys.
4th.
The 4th, yeah, for us, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's our Independence Day. So that's like your Independence Day. I gotcha. Did you have any plans for Canada Day that you know can't go to now or anything?
Not really, no.
No.
I'm just gonna recharge.
Yeah, that's fair. You can watch the Canada Day parade from your phone. They have nice inflatable meese traveling all through Toronto. Yeah.
Even yesterday, I was taking care of my mom.
Yeah, God.
I cooked dinner for her yesterday.
Oh boy, yeah.
Took a lot out of me.
Is your aunt available to take over some of this? She knows that you're in the hospital recently.
Yeah,
Yeah?
she does.
Do you think that you could ask her to fill in on some of this
Yeah.
stuff for your mom? Because, I mean, you really,
Yeah.
like, you got to do what you can for you right now, man. You know?
I know.
That's too much. That's far too much.
I know. I realized it yesterday too.
Yeah. So, please think of you. I know, like, your mom needs help, sure, but you need help too, okay? And you can't set aside yourself, I think, a whole lot longer. You really need to dedicate some effort to you. And, I mean, I think that your mom would understand, I hope your mom would understand, especially in the regards of, like, if she continues to expect help from you, how the fuck can you help her if you're in absolutely no condition to help anybody, let alone yourself?
I think she realizes that too.
I sure hope so. So, yeah, maybe ask your aunt if you haven't already, please.
I have.
You did ask your aunt.
And I phoned the mental health. They said they won't get a new one until, I think, like mid to late July.
A new one what?
Support worker.
Oh, support worker. Mid to late July.
So I'll just try to manage.
Yeah. What about, I'm just putting this out there, but what about, like, asking your brother to help you a little bit?
Maybe he's got his own shit too.
He's got his own shit too.
And he's I don't know the way to put it.
Any friends? Anybody?
Yeah, he's I don't know.
If you can think of anybody, like.
Yeah, I called my friend Steve and he helped me.
Good. Yeah, maybe he would be willing to help you again. That's that's what friends are for. Think of who you could reach out to.
Yeah, I'll try to reach out to people too.
Yeah. I mean, you're such a good guy, man. I'm sure that, like, anyone within your orbit would be more than happy to help you. Especially, like, do your friends know that you were in the hospital?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Well, then, I mean, that's step number one, to, them understanding why you might need a little help. And if you need any, like, groceries or anything, is there a way to have them delivered there?
Maybe.
Maybe?
It should be okay.
Are you right now at the address that you sent to me?
Um,
Where is it? Shit, that was a long time ago.
yeah, roughly.
We've been DMing a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm just man.
I hear it. I hear it in you. All right, I just DM'd you the address that you sent me.
Well, that's from my mom's place.
That's your mom's place, the one that I just sent you?
Different place, yeah.
Yeah, nay, I'm late, but that's okay. Send me your new address, and if you need any groceries, let me know, and I'll see if I can have some delivered to you. Okay?
Okay, it's okay.
If it comes to it.
Thank you.
Okay. You got it, Foxy. You have a nice run. Yeah, I really, I really hope that you can focus on yourself right now, man. And and get someone else to help your mom and get some friends to help you.
Yeah, today I'm just really depressed.
I can tell.
You know, because like, you know, like it's been a tough week. It's been a week where I just like, you know,
yeah,
get into my thoughts a lot and all that shit in a vulnerable state right now.
Yeah, of course. One thing
But
after
I'm
another.
not gonna do it.
Yeah, good.
And I'll try to notice my triggers too, because I got to stay on top of that.
Yeah.
Don't really want to disassociate again.
Yeah, of course. Avoid whatever you can. And I suppose that's another reason, or if, you know, like, if this is too much being here, I am not asking you to be here right now.
No, it's good to
Okay.
vent right now.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'll dip if something triggers me here.
Okay, good. Yeah, you dip away. Like a chip into guacamole or something.
Yeah.
I tried.
I've been watching a bit of the NHRL.
Oh yeah, it's fun, huh?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of content too.
There is.
Yeah, which is really
My
really
favorite is Depth Charge.
cool. Depth charge.
And
Is that the pointy one that melts?
No, that's the two-bladed one that goes crazy.
Yeah,
It broke the fucking. It broke the box.
Yes.
No surprise that the Deep Six guy made that one.
Right? I know. Oh man.
That's not surprising at all.
Yeah, the only bot too dangerous to be turned away. So crazy. Good. I'm glad that you've been watching that. I was watching a little bit of that myself last night while I was folding clothes. It's so fun. And I really
My favorite is probably the fucking the Children's Hospital bot.
The Children's Hospital bot.
Yeah, they put a bunch of Lego people in there.
Oh, really?
Inside the. So when the bot attacks, so it just leash people everywhere. It was fucking horrible, but I laughed at it.
That's great. Damn. I don't remember
Yeah,
that one.
I think it was like the house was disabled or something on there. I'm surprised they made it in the fucking box there.
Oh,
the commentators were laughing away.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna have to find that fight.
I think I put it on Discord.
Oh, did you? Perfect. Okay, yeah. I saw that you were sharing clips with Faintest, and that was really cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of contemplating getting a kit to build with my son. When he's a little bit older, I think.
One of those like Battleball kits.
Yeah, they have those kits through the NHRL. Witch Doctor has kits that they're selling.
I saw a Minotaur one.
There's a Minotaur kit?
I think so.
Awesome. Oh my god.
There's a beta kit as well I saw.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger and do something like that with him. I think that'd be cool.
I would get something underrated.
You what?
Maybe I would get like a underrated bot.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Maybe like Blip or something.
Blip. Blip is cool.
I like Blip.
Yeah, I do too. My new mouth guard makes me feel like a boxer. I also said at my appointment today that my gum hurts, and she was like, "It's wisdom teeth. You'll be fine." 3 coming in all at once. Ouch! You need a teether, like what babies use when they're coming in. That's got to be. I do not remember my wisdom teeth coming in. Still have them though. Really lucked out. Ryan, you take care of yourself, buddy. Thanks for coming in and sharing your update. As hard as it is to hear, and I'm sure as hard as it is to share. I'm glad you're still here. I always like it when you come in. Please do keep coming in. And you know, if it gets any worse, please stop by and say what's up. And don't forget about the Discord too. Yeah, man. Just please take care of yourself. All right. Do what you got to do. Until next time, man. Okay, well, I am overdue for a beer. I get a German beer today, you guys. I treated myself. It was real cathartic, Jack, deleting that fucking White Claw off my stream overlay.
Did you get a case?
Oh, yeah, you know it. I'm secretly drinking White Claw in bed now. Just...
I'm glad I added that at the last minute.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
you need to be more prepared next time.
Well, like I don't know why, but I didn't count on the generosity of this, you know, of this community. So yeah, next time I'm gonna put my head together with yours and Nubloso's, I think, Jack, and maybe, who knows, maybe do a poll for next year as well, as far as other rewards are concerned. But yeah, no more White Claw. I'm going to deny that one next time. Volatile Lycia, that doesn't mean that you can't, you know, recommend Four Loko or something. I'll humiliate myself.
Okay, Fireball then.
Yeah. Oh no, not Fireball. Nothing hard. I cannot do hard alcohol. That's the only line that I will draw, because I have to still be responsible for my son. So that's the only line that I'll draw. But we have
being a responsible drinker.
Yeah, we have a year to think about it, so don't worry. I'll be right back with my beer, and then we're gonna get to Volatile, everyone. Here we go.
I thought Twit's first.
Oh, thank you, and then we'll get to Twit.
Goodwill Humping.
Twit and Volatile.
Women love me.
Yeah, I wish women loved me. I'm not a chick magnet like Twit. Twit's he's the Don Cheadle of the stream. The very hot guy. I love you too, nice. Same here, Twit. Even though I'm going through hard times, I still love you. And I've been through this before, and I'm gonna get through it. And it's not the worst it's been, so. Definitely had worse bouts of depression. Yeah, cats are cool. What are dust rats? Are they like the rat Pokemon? Or the Raticate? Or Rattata?
Alrighty, I'm ready for this beer. Twit, get on in the reception, buddy.
A little brain gymnastics.
You got a Twit one.
I do. I mean, he just spouts gold all the time, and you know, he talks a lot. So
He's a yapper.
He is.
Bob.
But I love his voice.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably has the best accent.
I love his voice too. Oh my god. Okay, Aspello, okay. You know what? This is a good beer. I'm glad I got this. I'm glad I got this today. Und Weissbier. I see a twit. Here you come. Hi, buddy.
Oh.
Oh.
I heard something.
Yeah. Twas me.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's get to it.
My mom. There's a 50% that she might pass away anytime soon.
Whew. Yep, get out of here, Jack.
She got like very sick, very quick. Like big leaps.
This is a big turn.
Yeah. She was fine. Maybe 1.5 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fine.
You know, air quotes, fine, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she was on meds and she was okay in a way. She could do stuff. She could 95% fine.
Right.
She didn't really take her meds. She kind of took them, like
Yeah.
scrambled them a little bit. And then she got too sick to remember to take the painkillers, you know.
Shit, yeah. Fuck.
So she got super sick and got in a lot of pain, like 1 week after, or a half week after. And then I was like, okay, she will be good after she gets this shot in her arm for painkiller shot.
Yeah.
And she slept all day. And then she couldn't take the medicine by herself. So I ordinated the medicine according to the charts. The chart said that I have to give it to her now.
Good.
Like on Monday, on the morning, a lot of pills, and in the evening, and so on.
Yeah.
And ever since I followed the routine, according to the charts, she got like extremely sick, like sick. She's like a zombie. She's worse than a zombie. She's making noises. She can't really move around. She's like super slow motion. Have to move in slow motion.
Yeah.
She's like her gaze is like very blank and very empty.
Yeah.
And it's like the gaze of death. And I'm like, dang, is that the drugs that she was supposed to take the past weeks? Or is it that she's really, that the stage 4 cancer is, that she's in that stage now?
Is she describing pain that she's experiencing to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she had, before I started to give her, according to the charts, she was in tons of pain, like super
It's like
pain.
agony.
Yeah, like it's the worst. She was in such pain. She thought she was going to die that day. She even called her brother and said her goodbyes.
Wow.
And the brother was like, goodbye forever. And I was like, dang. That sucks.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I wasn't convinced, that she's going to pass, and she always she saddles herself back up on the horse and returns stronger than ever, basically.
Okay.
But this time, she sees hallucinations.
Fuck.
She says that my head disappeared. She says that she sees legs coming out of the walls.
Yeah.
She says she sees witches sitting in the kitchen and laughing, and she sometimes hear people talk next to her, like having conversation.
Yeah.
And I all the time have to convince her that no, it's only you and me.
Yeah.
And nobody else.
I'm saying yeah over and over again because I've witnessed this firsthand as well. And Aspella, you were saying that you've seen it happen firsthand as well. Was this part of the experience that you witnessed? And by the way, Aspella is saying that her DMs are open, and her Discord's open for you to discuss this. So you have another person to reach out to. But yeah, this is something that I've seen as well by someone that was dying of cancer. All the hallucinations, talking to friends that had died and other family members that just weren't present in the room, seeing like black forms in the room, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, she says black shadows.
Yeah.
Coming by.
Yeah, it's pretty trippy, man. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, and I assume the nurse said it's the high dose of pain medicine because it's like morphine.
Yeah.
And they said you can get hallucinations from that.
Right.
But also she said that when one is on their last stage of life, I don't know, maybe last weeks or so, maybe there's a lot of hallucinations as well. I don't know.
Yeah. All true. Aspella says she didn't tell me the pain she was in because she knew it would have really hurt me, but it was the pictures every day of her getting worse and worse that really took effect. Yeah, it's such a fast transformation. It's really insane.
It's too fast in my case.
Truly.
I think I'm an armchair doctor, and I think that they gave her too much painkiller medicine. Like she didn't really take that much before. And that she was supposed to.
Yeah.
And suddenly now she's like out of it.
Yeah.
So it's very strange.
It's also possible that in your mom's stubbornness, she was trying to just push herself through it, you know? People do that too. But I have to say that right now, pain management is the most important part of this whole phase.
Yeah,
it is 100% the most important part.
Yeah, she's not sure if she prefers to have pain and skip all of these hallucinations and being tired, or to take the pills and have hallucinations and being tired and sleeping all the time, but then she isn't in pain.
Yeah. I have to say from personal experience, don't think that the no pain would by any means be better. When my ex's mom, she died of ovarian cancer that of course traveled, you know, it got in her lymph nodes, then it was in her heart, in her lungs, in her stomach, it was everywhere, in her bones. There was someone, a hospice nurse that was coming around to administer the morphine that she was on, and they were dreadfully late one day, and it was just agony. It was wailing agony and just like screaming and writhing, and you know, and on top of just, you know, like kind of nonsense. It was real nightmare fuel. And I would not wish that on anybody. So just like the pain management is truly the most important part. Make it as peaceful and as comfortable as humanly fucking possible. Even if she's not all there in the head, the other side of it is just too horrific for anyone to experience or to bear witness to. It really is.
Yeah.
You know.
So they I told them that they should, with my armchair doctor expertise,
Right.
since I went to the University of Doctor Clown University.
Medicine woman?
No. And then I told them they need to lower the dosage by 5 milligrams. And they said, yeah, okay, we will do that. So 2 hours ago, she took 10 milligrams instead of 15 milligrams of pain meds.
Yeah.
And hopefully in 5-6 hours when she wakes up, she will not have that many hallucinations, and maybe she can walk around. Maybe it's a maybe.
If that balance can be found, that's fantastic. Jesus.
Yeah, they said that they could even lower it to 5 milligrams if it was possible, but it's all a testing thing. You can't really predict the future. You have to test out and see if the pain medicines is good enough, or maybe it needs some more, or maybe less. It's I will know maybe tomorrow.
Is no one coming in to monitor the situation?
The thing is that on Thursday last week, my mom said, I think this will be the last time I will go out. So she went out and we went out and bought groceries and went back. But for her, that was like climbing Mount Everest and back down again.
Oh boy.
And I never seen her so tired. But she was very bright and joyful during the walk.
Just to be out, I'm sure. That's
she hasn't been out for days.
Yeah.
And then we come back here and she lays down out of tiredness. And when she wakes up, she's in this extreme pain I've never seen. So we had to call the ambulance so they could give her a super painkiller shot in the arm.
Intravenous, Your poor mom.
Yeah. She on Thursday last week, she talked to these people who said they said on Tuesday next week we will fix everything, so people will come here and help you out, and they will do everything. You don't need to do anything since you need a lot of help now. And but the thing is that this was going to happen on Tuesday, tomorrow. But all this chaos and terribleness happened right after like Friday morning. Like I didn't really have any help. I had to take care of everything, help mom, lift her around, give her food, find food, cook food, buy food. Me with my autistic ass. That's too much for me, and I get overwhelmed and tired and annoyed by everything. But I did everything. It was terrible, and today is my only break, like 2 hours ago. Because I also had to my mom had to call my name during the nights, like, wait.
She calls your Twitch
and
handle.
like, yeah, and then I have to wake up, you know, and
Yeah.
help her with whatever she needs. And man, it would be different if I had like a big family and people could help out.
It's crazy, man, having to go about all this on your lonesome. You know, it's a massive weight to carry. It really
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
You know,
So
firsthand.
they couldn't really help out because everything was planned for Tuesday. Everything would start on Tuesday.
Gotcha.
So I had to do everything, and I've been sleep deprived. I haven't, I don't eat. I don't have time to eat, or I don't have energy to eat.
Yeah.
And I don't have energy to help, and I don't have patience to do anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like already exhausted, and then today one of the nurses says that it might not be the medicine making her a zombie, maybe she will die soon, and she very gently tries to convince me that the doctors can't just give her a medicine for like another problem to fix, so she becomes better. It was annoying.
Yeah.
People coming in here, in and out, people I don't know, asking me millions of questions, this and that, how and where.
I mean, yeah, like I will say that it's good that you have at least the medical support, because I mean, imagine going about all this on your lonesome, you know, and not knowing what the fuck to do, not being given the meds that you need, not being able to get any answers or being able to change dosages or anything like that. Like, these people sound responsive, which is really important at this point, you know.
The thing is that the people that has been coming here the past 4 days, they aren't supposed to be here. They just come here because they have time, or it's out of their ordinary planning, and it's like they said that it's very chaotic because they're not supposed to be here, but they come anyway.
Okay.
And they're confused. They have no information. Nobody knows anything. And they try their best, and my mom gets annoyed.
Well, that's all very interesting.
Huh?
I said that's all very interesting that they're coming around. Like, I take it, you know, if they're coming around and it's not scheduled, I was initially like, well, that's really nice of them, but they're confused about it. They don't have any information on what's going on.
Yeah, it's a totally bureaucracy chaos.
Well, yeah,
and
that's
they
really
try their
weird.
best, but people here are on vacation now.
Yeah.
It's vacation week.
Yeah.
And yeah.
People trying their best is one thing, but when your mom is going through these stages, you kind of need their best. So I can understand your frustration when it comes to this.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, they tell me that I'm smart because I make sure that my mom gets all of her medicine, and that I ask questions and try to get things to be clarified.
Yeah.
And I try, in a way, I had to force myself to be in their team, so to say, so I know what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, it's good for you to know what they're doing, because when they're not around, that's up to you. You know.
Yeah, but
so you should be there. That's the right thing to do.
This is just a crash course, basically, for me.
Yeah, you don't need anything outside of this. Yeah.
Yeah, on Tuesday, tomorrow, I'm not going to do anything. Tomorrow starts my vacation, because tomorrow mom will have all the help. She doesn't need to call me anymore.
Okay.
I can basically move to my apartment and live there, and my mom will be totally fine, basically.
Okay. And is she going to have a live-in nurse or help or something?
Here, well, I'm not sure how to explain, but here in Sweden, you have like people coming to help older people.
Nice.
I'm not sure what they're called.
Yeah. Volunteers?
They're not nurses.
Yeah.
Like carers, elder carers.
Yeah.
And they come and they help switch diapers and switch, take out trash, goes and buys food. So they fix all of these things that the old people can't do.
Yeah.
And on top of that, she has a palliative team, palliative care.
Good.
So she gets nurses and stuff.
That's great. I mean, that's what she needs, you know.
Yeah, so she has 24/7 help.
Excellent.
So I've been calling numbers and bothering them many times, like asking questions.
Good. Good. That's your prerogative, man. You should do it. I'm glad you have been.
I am so exhausted.
I don't want to know. You know, I don't want to know what that's like. You know, I'm an only child too. You know, like I know that a lot of, and I know that you're not an only child, but you might as well be at this point. But like I know how much of this is going to come down on my head, and I'm going to need all the help I can get. So I'm glad that you're being proactive and just making the phone calls, calling people, talking to people, kicking their butts in line. You know.
Yeah.
That's good.
I have to.
That's good.
I have to because my mom can't.
Yeah.
I have to because nobody else can.
Exactly.
My sister.
Exactly. No, don't
Don't
even mention her. It's not even fucking worth mentioning her. Yeah.
In her paradise island.
Right. Yeah.
And on my mom, she thought she was going to pass away on Friday.
Yeah.
And all she was thinking about, well, she didn't really think about that actually. She wanted to send flowers to my sister because of my sister's birthday soon.
Yeah. She's her mom too.
Yeah. And she responded with a text message, "Thank you, Mom." And that's it. What if she died that day?
Right.
My sister, I think my sister would hate me for years and be like, "Why didn't you say that she was going to die? Why didn't you say she was passing away?"
I mean, she has removed herself completely from the situation entirely.
Yeah, she has.
It's not up to you. It's really not. And I hate saying that, but she wanted nothing to do with it since the diagnosis. She wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and she finds ways to blame me for everything. Like, an ant died because a fish jumped out of the ocean and landed on the ant, and she'd be like, "That's your fault. That's your doing." I'm like, "How?" And she'd be like, "You know how."
Yeah.
Don't ask
you willed
stupid questions.
Yeah. It's the butterfly effect. You did something. You jacked off, and it made a fish jump out of the ocean and kill our ant.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's gruesome.
Yeah. Jacked off into the sock went in the dryer, went out the tube. Barfed it out into the sewage.
That's messed
up. But I understand. I understand how people do this. Like they love to just, play the blame game, and no matter what the fuck's going on in the world, it always has to be someone's fault, and it always has to be.
I'm not a doctor, but I think she's a narcissist. But I'll leave it that.
Oh, you don't say. You don't say.
But what I wanted to say was that don't hate the player, hate the game.
I know you want what you wanted to say.
Okay.
Continue.
So I've been too stressed to focus on how I feel. So this AR therapy has helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Asking me like, "Dude, how are you feeling?" And I'm there playing Pokemon, trying to not feel anything.
Yeah.
So in a way, the AI therapist has helped me like so much, being aware that I'm in pain. Like it's so weird. I don't feel
Right.
pain when I play, but when I have to answer the question, then I objectively have to say that yes, there's pain somewhere in there,
Yeah.
in the chest.
Yeah. And as soon as you're done playing Pokemon, there it is, right? There's the
Yeah.
pain.
Then I start the next Pokemon game. I'm on Soul Silver now. I finished Pokemon Yellow.
Good on you. Yeah, Yellow's a
Oh, yeah.
classic, man. What?
I was going to say that. Yeah. So I'm sad that there's a chance that my mom will die anytime soon.
Yeah.
If it's not the meds that turns her into a zombie. If the medicine is not the cause, then it might mean there's a big chance that my mom will pass away.
Yeah.
And that makes me very sad.
Of course.
And I can't cry, but I can feel sad. I have to force myself to feel sad, which I do, and it helps. And also anger. I feel anger because the doctor said that she would have 2 years to live, predicted 2 years.
Yeah.
But so far it's been 1 year and 2 months. So I'm angry at the chief doctor at the oncology place at the
oncologist
at the hospital.
Yeah.
The biggest one in the county, or what it's called. I really hate him.
It's
Oh,
fair.
no, it's a her. I hate,
Yeah,
not
it's fair
that I
to-
hate women, but
Yeah.
I hate this person who I don't even know her pronouns or
That's fine.
his pronouns.
Who
but
cares?
It's whatever.
Yeah.
I hate the human,
Yeah, that's fair. That's
not
fine.
the gender.
Yeah, I feel like you've been robbed.
Yeah, she robbed 8 months.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I have this new camera that I can take very nice pictures with. Very high definition. Super 50 frames per second. Like super crazy. Super high pixel megapixels and what's not.
Okay.
Well, back to the point.
Yeah, I was going to film my mom,
Yeah.
and have it as a memory. But how can I do that now?
No, not now, buddy, not now.
I could take a selfie with mom and record and be like, hello,
No.
hello guys, my
No.
viewers, this is mom. She's dying now.
Yeah.
I wonder if she will see me after I die
no,
too.
No, not. I mean, this isn't your mom. First of all, like it's not your mom, and what the cancer is doing to her is not doing something that you will want to remember at all. Period. And you really don't want it to ultimately define any memories of her and the time that you've spent together, and the good things. Of course, you want to focus on the good things.
The last year has been so good, and now I'm just the last 5 days has been hell.
Yeah. You just kind of triggered a memory that I have. It's my ex's mom, who was dying of cancer. At the same time, my ex's dad was suffering from dementia and early onset Alzheimer's, which he ultimately died of. But he was, it was kind of taking care of both her parents at the same time, just because he was so off the rails. And even like doing dangerous things around the house. But he wanted me to take a picture of his wife and daughter while his wife wasn't even, in any responsive state. She was so far gone, and it was either the day before or the morning of that she passed away. And it was one of the most tricky moments to capture that I've ever been asked to photograph. But I took the picture. I never showed it to my ex because it was so. I mean, she already looked dead. She already looked dead. It looked like my ex and her dad just standing over a mummy. you know. Never showed it to her, never showed it to him. I kept that picture on my phone for whatever purpose until like we finally divorced, just, you know, just in case she asked. But there is no way that I like would have willfully like sent that to her, emailed it to her. It was so fucking disturbing. So yeah, it's not the time to be capturing these moments to be revisiting later on. There's nothing to revisit because there's nobody there.
Yeah.
You know.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I also want to say that I bought this gaming joystick.
Yeah.
To put on my phone so I can play emulator games. And I was like, oh, maybe in 5 months my mom will die.
Yeah.
And then I can play video games next to her when she's sleeping or getting out of consciousness, you know?
Yeah.
But so I got the joystick last week, and I had to use it. So I sit next to mom on a chair and I play the games, and she's like very sick, and it passes the time in a way.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like it when I play the game. She since I'm not paying full attention to her.
Have you thought about like reading to her from a book or anything?
Oh, that's a good idea. Actually, I haven't thought. She doesn't really want to watch YouTube or anything. She's been just laying in bed,
Can you blame her?
Sleeping, half sleeping.
Yeah.
For 5 days, it's like crazy.
Yeah.
And she says she wants to die because who can live this way?
Yeah. Yeah, consider a book, either one of her favorites or a new one, or you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a good way to, you know, kind of share the time.
So I feel.
Oh, hi, Faintest.
Empty.
How you doing? I believe it, man.
Empty, exhausted. At least my AI therapist makes me aware.
Yeah.
And that's the best gift I ever done to myself.
Yeah.
To focus on this AI therapist. And oh, by the way, I put up the AA therapist, their response on the channel, on a serious channel. Did you ever hear?
Yeah, I did. I listened to it. It was very
cute. What do you think?
Oh, thank you very much.
That's from Volatile, Faintest. It was really cute. She sounded a little creepy, you know, it's a bit artificial, but it was really cute that she said, I am glad that you have found a community like Drunk Therapy to express your feelings.
That was crazy. That surprised me.
It's really sweet.
Because like many months ago, I put in a memory.
Yeah.
Where it said, I participate in Drunk Therapy stream.
It's learning. It's learning.
Yeah, but I had to put it in there manually.
Yeah.
Wow. And then she picked it up, and
Cheers, Fantas.
It's not a she really.
It sounded like I mean, the voice sure sounded feminine at least.
Yeah. So it is a she.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. And the only good news I have is that tomorrow I will go and sign the contract for my new apartment.
Big step for you, man. Proud of you for just taking care of all that, and for, you know, stopping to think about yourself a little bit. You know, you gotta at this point.
It's so hard.
And just know that, you know, like as imminent as it may be, we're gonna be here for you, to whatever capacity we have to offer. So
it's just going to be weird if or when she passes away. She will be gone. I will be here. I will play video games.
Yeah.
People
it all
will
continues, man.
forget that she existed, basically. My friends will be like, yeah, he's my friend who has lost his mom, just like I lost my mom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be one of those friends who lost their mom. And
We all do. If you know,
it's very sad.
It sounds
very
cruel,
sad.
but you know, if we're all fortunate enough to not die young and to keep on living, we're all part of that demographic. Ultimately,
Yeah.
you know.
I've been grieving for a year.
Yeah, you've been grieving for a long time. Griefing.
Yeah, a year. Yeah, a year
Griefing
ago.
and gooning.
Gooning. I have never gooned in my entire life. In any case, so 1 year ago.
That's a damn lie, and you know it.
Yeah, 1 year ago, when my mom called me on the phone and said I have cancer, and I found out she has stage 4.
Yeah.
That's when I lost it. That's when I cried so loud.
First time for everything.
Instead of humping my dummy, my wrestling dummy, I hold it and cried into its arms, and the whole neighborhood heard me cry, and it was this groaning, totally cry of
animalistic.
Death. It's hard to describe. It's like it's like the universe hits you in the face with a spike.
Yeah.
A hand.
Jack, get out of here, man. You're good. You're good, buddy. Love you. Let us know if you need anything. Yeah, Twit. That's part of the process. Losing a loved one. It's you got to release it sometime, no matter when it comes.
Yeah, but ever since I just cried a little bit from time to time. So in a way, I've been accepting every month a little bit more.
Yeah.
That she's passing away.
Yeah.
I'm hugging her.
Yeah.
I'm loving her by hugging her and
that's great.
Telling her that I love her.
It's what she needs,
from
man.
time to time.
Yeah, it's what she needs to hear.
And
it's what
it's
she
the
needs
best.
to feel.
She's been at her worst state in her life, but for me, it's been the best time in my life with her, despite her being in pain.
Yeah. I'm morbidly glad to hear that. You know, it's as far as, you know, like roles for a child go, it's when they need you the most, you know. What's up, Rose? How you doing? So I'm you know, I'm proud of you for everything that you've done for her, and I'm proud of you for taking the situation to the best of your ability, because you really have, you know, and you should be proud of yourself too, because this is not easy shit at all.
Yeah, I don't know. My ADHD and autism has this combo where I work very well in crisis situations.
It's good. It's a
very
really
weird.
No, it's a good trait to have, and it is a skill, you know.
Have I ever said I was in a bus accident?
Maybe when you were worried about going on the cruise that you went on, you mentioned the bus accident.
Yeah, I was in a bus accident, and I had to be like this firefighter mindset.
Oh shit! Like saving women and children, one under each arm.
I did
bounding off the bus.
I didn't really save a child. I had to pick the child and put him down because him being in the truck would not be good. So but I tried to help out and ask who's alive, who's awake. It's like I have this strange character in
It's amazing.
crisis.
You're a secret hero.
I'm a hero. More like since nobody's going to get something done, since everyone is panicking, someone has to do it, and I don't have any feelings.
Let's put it this way: you're no George Costanza. Right.
I wish I was like him. Oh, it would be so much easier.
I don't.
I'll be like, Jerry, Jerry, they have to go. And then he runs away. And Kramer and Jerry be like, oh, where's he going? Oh, I don't know, Jerry.
Giddy up.
Yeah. Anyway.
What?
Nay.
Okay, well, I have to ask about that. Twit, nothing but the best for you. And just, remember that we're around and we will be here.
All right. I appreciate that.
Everything that happens, okay?
All right. That's good to hear.
Yeah. And you feed yourself. All right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? This whole lack of energy, lack of drive, that's, like you got to feed yourself if you expect any energy at all. So please go feed yourself, all right? Take the time while your mom is napping. That's the best time. Best time to do it.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. All right.
I know, that's why I said
Thank you for listening to my rant and bant.
Anytime.
And I'm glad you liked my AI therapist.
It was very sweet.
Sound file.
Yes, thank you.
Even if it was a little bit robotic. All right.
I should add it to my soundboard. All right, bye, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, man. Poor Twit. Glad that he's here, though. What? Yeah, what's up with this George is hot thing? I've never heard that in my entire fucking life. Ever. How it's like when he put on the wedding ring, right, Nubloso? Because he heard that married men get hit on the most. And then he went to that party and there was that woman that was like, oh, it's such a shame that you're married because I'm really into bald guys. That's what you get, you fucking toe. Who's into Jerry Stiller? Oh God. Yeah, this is George and Elaine's dad. I'm trying to remember who Elaine's dad was. Oh, okay. Right. They met him for dinner. Elaine was late, right? And they were talking to him. That guy. You into bald guys, Nay? What is that? Ask Bella, Pete, I ordered food to surprise Dave. So kind. Will you do the honors of telling him? It's Chippy T. How do you want me to tell him? You want me to just... Is he there? Fish and chips. Is that what that is? Dave, you're getting fish and chips, you lucky bastard. Don't get it too stuck in your beard or Asbella's going to start nibbling on it. Yeah, Rose, I don't want to hear that. Yes, I'm quite married and quite uninterested. Rose. Kramer is low-key hot. Yeah, this is going fucking weird. Oh, is that it? Was that all you needed? Asked Bella. Pigman around. He said he would look better if there were Pigman. Pigmen? Pigman. Is that from Seinfeld, Noobly? You're gonna have to... you're gonna have to elaborate, pal. Yeah, I'm not nice and I cannot grow a beard at all. Yeah, no. Yeah, and stick to local. You don't want your first relationship to be long distance, Rose. That's just a recipe for disaster. That's it. Oh, there you go, Asbella. Enjoy. Get to it. What do you guys eat fish and chips with tartar sauce? What's the... George wanted to be a pig man walking around because then he wouldn't look so bad anymore. Art Vandalay, Pigman Architect. I do importing, exporting. It's hilarious. Curry sauce. Oh shit! Really? Oh my God. Okay. Next time I get fish and chips, which we do fairly often. There's a really good British pub wannabe place nearby called Camelot's. They have Boddingtons that has, you know, really good fish and chips. But I don't think they have curry. Next time I'm going to have to look. I've never had curry with my fish and chips. I always have tartar. I know, Phoenix, it's dangerous. It's fucking dangerous whenever we get into this shit. Volatile, by the way, you are up. So what's going on? Do you have an update for us? What's the story, Morning Glory? And then after that, it's going to be Nay. I've got about 40 minutes left, so let's get to it. Peeps. Yes. And I had fish and chips once in Scotland and felt like I was going to have a heart attack. Sounds like a you problem, buddy. Was it haggis and chips? Huh? There's more of me out there. I ain't that special, Rose. Neighborhood drama. Okay, cool. Is this in relation to the lady that you brought in? Your neighbor? It's been crashing with you? Oh, please. George, is that your ex? Or is that what you call your period? Because I've heard that too. Is that your period? You want to talk about your period? What? Which one is it? Oh my days.
Oh my days.
Got it. Faintest of Hearts, you're... oh, you want to talk about... yeah, George Seinfeld. Or George Costanza from Seinfeld. Faintest of Hearts, yeah, your handiwork...
oh my days.
...has made it to the soundboard. Look at you. Thank you so much. Ion, what was haggis like? I am really curious about what haggis is like. Truthfully. I've never had any blood sausage, I don't think. So yeah, it's... haggis is... Let me try to get everything straight. Is haggis more of a blood pudding than a sausage? They actually have haggis and chips. Nah. Huh. I'm gonna have to try it one of these days. I'm not one of those guys that is like scared of food. I will try anything and everything that is deemed safe to go into my mouth. At least once. I will try it. Nay never dated a George. Good for you. That's the way to do it. The German PA people over here eat pig stomach. Yeah, I've had pig stomach. Pig stomach's good. How do they... like, what do they eat it with? With taters, with sauerkraut? What do the Germans do? I think I've only had it in soup, mostly. Yeah, there you go, Twit. Here in Portugal, we have a lot of similar sausages. Interesting. Hilarious. Just absolutely hilarious. I just saw it 28 years later, so that is really painting a picture in my mind of, German Pennsylvanians eating raw pig stomach. I should have a yodel on my soundboard. That's what I should have. All right, Volatile, here we go. Volatile says, I decided to go on a jog this morning, wore sweatpants and a tank top like any normal woman would. Apparently, my tank top was too small and distracting. I have a larger chest, nothing huge.
Bouncy.
But I do jiggle quite a bit when I run because gravity. I hear you. Yeah, apparently the Karen squad got pissed because their husbands were staring when I was doing my jog through the neighborhood. I did nothing but jog through. Not my fault. Not their husbands. Not my fault. Their husbands can't keep their eyes to the sky or on their own wives. Yeah, no, couldn't agree more. I absolutely could not agree fucking more. Yeah, that's up to, the husbands to deal with because the wives have a problem. Because their husbands are fucking perv drooling dogs. That is not a you problem. Maybe next time consider the Borat bikini, the full body bikini to go jogging in. That's just, yeah, that's stupid. Bunch of random sheep organs and meats inside the sheep's gut. Okay. I could do that. Aspella, lurk away. Dave, enjoy your meal. Lucky bastard having a lady like Aspella that, you know, orders you fish and chips while you're doing whatever the fuck you do. Beard straightening. I don't know what you do for work, but that's an option. Yeah. Exactly, Nay. Yeah. My mom's husband one day, I'll never forget this, and I think that in a lot of ways this was the beginning of the deterioration between mine and his relationship. One day I was leaving their place, and there was a woman jogging by, one of my mom's neighbors, and you know, there wasn't a whole lot going on up there. There really wasn't, but he like stopped. My Autobot doesn't like the term slutty. Slut away, everybody! Come on now. What the? Oh, there it is.
I believe that I'm a slut.
Get used to it, Autobot. He like stopped saying goodbye to me mid-sentence to just like ogle this woman going by. And my mom turned to me and was like, he likes watching their boobs bounce. It's like, you're fucking okay with that? On how many fucking levels now? Uh-huh. Like, A, he's like totally drooling over other women in your fucking physical presence and not being like sneaky about it by any fucking sense, you know? But like for that poor fucking woman that's running by and he's just like so visibly just like staring, you know? It's like, you're okay with that too? And my mom's been in some really freaky situations where like she got out of violent, potentially like sexual assault situations. And she's just like, yeah, he does that. What the fuck is this? You know? So no, that is not a you problem, Volatile. Not to mention there was a message sent in the neighborhood group chat saying that how that was such a slutty attention-seeking thing that was. So yeah, don't jog or you become a slut, y'all. Slippery slope. From physical health and exercise to just being an outright whore. That's right. Christ. Maybe, oh, here's an idea. Next time go jogging in a burqa. See what they have to say about that. Huh? Fuck these stupid people. Man. Fana says, man, I'm sorry, Volatile. I feel you, though. I can't even go for a run on the treadmill at our apartment gym. Really? Without creepo guys? Oh, Christ. Oh, God, I fucking hate guys so fucking much. You know, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Wow. Neighborhood group chat. Yeah, right, Nubloso. It does, yeah. The HOA forum. Choose the bear. Choose the bear every fucking day of the week. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm in accordance. The neighborhood group chat started as a protection thing since there was a string of break-ins, so it had good intentions at the start. Now it just evolved into, yeah, it's just like gossip, right? It's so fucking stupid. And I know that there's a history of them talking about you previously, too, right? Fuck these people. Fuck these people. My God. I'm sorry, Volatile. Are you going to, you know, do some malicious compliance? And they're not even shifty about it. I had to video oh, this is the people in the, oh my God, you videoed the guy in the mirror in front of me to get him to stop. Whew, they know the cams in the room don't work. Whole other issue. Did you bring it to like, if there's security cameras, does that mean that there's someone in charge of security? And did he bring this to their attention, Faintest? It's just, god damn, it's fucking disgusting. I fucking hate guys so fucking much. Oh my god. Nay, I once had a man ask me for sex. Just, like, up front? And then when I said no, he proceeded to tell me how he had a brisk wank in a changing room, like that was going to persuade me. And you're like, well, I'm glad you got that taken care of. Now I can go live my fucking life without you in it. Drooling down my fucking neck. What's up, Noobly? Next job, I'm breaking out the booty shorts and sports bra. Okay, there you go. Hello. Yeah, how about just pasties? You know? Just the pasties. Got some lingerie that's even mildly supportive. Huh? I don't want you to break your back over a jog, but yeah. Yeah, do one or the other. All right? Hoo boy. Nay, he literally leaned over and asked out of nowhere, who was this guy? How much is pasties? You asking for a price? Or how many pasties to use? Because that's, you know, got to do some areola measurements over there. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Volatile, hold up. I like the way you think. Yeah, exactly. It all depends on how many pasties you need. Yeah. It's just some random guy was like, hey, you fancy a shag? Were you in a bar? Were you... I mean, you know, it'd be great if you were at an orgy or something. You know, some kinky BDSM club. You know? Like, that might be appropriate. But where were you? You know, were you at the laundromat? Were you know, at a cafe? The fuck were you? Pasties and bikini bottoms. There you go. Yeah, that's perfect, Nate. How you doing today, Noobly?
I'm good.
Good. Glad to hear from you.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. You have a nice weekend?
I did. I actually did.
Good. I'm very glad to hear it. All right, Volatile. Well, we've given you some ideas. Is there anything else to the story, or can I move on to Nay while we have the time?
This neighborhood group chat it was funny to me.
Oh, it's great, right? It's great.
That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, you guys, if I'm ever in a neighborhood group chat, I give you all the permission to come and just euthanize me.
You know, if it gets to that point, might as well just pull the plug.
Right. Volatile, they want something to stare. Exactly, give them something to stare at. So yeah, that's it for me. Okay. Yeah. If anyone else comes up with more ideas, any form of malicious compliance or malicious alternatives, dear God, yeah, just go for it. Maybe you can also, you know, like bring a boombox and bang like She's My Cherry Pie or Girls, Girls, Girls or any of that, you know, classic stripper fare as you're jogging down the block. So they really know that you're there, right?
Yeah, just stop next to their spot and bring a boombox and start dancing.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Alrighty, Nay, here you come. And there you are.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, actually.
Good. I'm very glad to hear it. Calling me.
Which do we want to talk about first?
Well, I think let's have a little fun since Nubloso's here, and you got to explain the George thing, the George Costanza thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was here.
Yeah.
He's a handsome little dude.
No, I think she's.
That's a damn lie, and you know it.
I love him. He's so like, he's grumpy.
I don't think he's
grumpy. He's a grumpy, angry man.
I think he's depressed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that as well, but like
delusional.
I don't know. And the accent.
The New York accent, that gets you?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're gonna have to deal with his
accent
family
that's
as well.
Like, you know, like accents that are like stereotypical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm up there with that.
If you say so.
But like, I first watched Seinfeld and I was like, whoa.
Oh,
this
really?
man.
Wow.
Yeah, his family will come with him. You know that, right?
I'm gonna blow this guy.
Yeah,
Nice.
unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can choose to ignore them.
Highly unlikely. The Costanzas.
Yeah.
Saying that with a British accent. Yeah, I didn't really think about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
And ironically,
there are-
Frank is my favorite character of the show.
He is a fantastic character.
He is good. He's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. You saying
But
you
no,
want a piece of me?
There are,
When
there are
George,
a few, like, hear me out.
yeah, he would
Yeah, I
be
have to
very
see that.
happy to hear those things.
Yeah, you ever thought about
Okay,
reaching
some
out
of
to him?
them-
Yeah, he'll be very happy.
Yeah.
He wouldn't believe. He wouldn't believe. That's for sure.
No, not at all. Especially
He would,
that
I don't
character
think he'd know what to
specifically.
do.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, if it was the character and not the actor, I think the character would actually have a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be happy about it, but he'd be freaking out so much that it just wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's too much pressure. There was one
Yeah.
one episode that he go like, I don't like when someone say make love to me. What am I in a circus?
Oh, Tony Soprano. Good example. What about Tony Soprano, Naso?
I don't know who that is.
James Gandolfini.
Yeah, it's a big baby.
That doesn't help me.
It's a terrific show. If you've never seen any of it,
I haven't seen it.
it's
No.
not a comedy though.
I know my
so-
brother's into it though.
Oh, your brother is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a comedy, but it's very funny though.
Yeah, it can be for sure. I'm getting an echo off you, Nubloso.
Are you?
Yeah. Echo. Well, now I'm not. You were quick. That's great. Oh, Danny
Danny
DeVito.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. You do you, girl.
There's a few people on my list.
Well, let's go down the
and it's
laundry
not-
list then.
Okay, so some of them it's not the actor, it's the character.
Okay.
For example, Loki.
Really, Tom Hiddleston?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I don't like him as a person.
Oh, what?
Because I think he's quite a boring human, actually.
Oh, interesting. I don't know anything about him outside of his role.
Wait, you don't like him, but you like Loki?
Yeah.
You know he killed a lot of people, right?
Yeah, Loki's an arsehole, and I'm kind of into it.
Wow, you are more similar to Danny than we expected.
I know, right? Yeah, it's true. Ion, I've never asked this before you, but you gotta send me the Magnum Dong clip because I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
it's so good. It's so good.
Is that Always Sunny?
Yeah, I love Always Sunny. Oh,
I've only
faintest.
barely
I'm
started
seeing
it.
this picture.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're gonna be into him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can get behind that.
Oh man,
with the strap on that we're doing.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
but
That's it, but
Loki is one of them.
Unfortunately,
because he's an asshole.
he is an asshole. Unfortunately, James Gandolfini is dead, so you don't stand a chance with him anymore. I'm just gonna break the bad news right off the bat since you've only just learned about him.
I don't even know him, and I'm heartbroken.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, tremendous actor. Long dead.
Next person on the list.
Yes.
Spencer Reed from Criminal Minds.
Spencer Reed.
Yes. He's played by Matthew Gray Gubler. Who I'm obsessed with both him and his character.
You made up that name.
Like
Goobler?
he plays Simon in Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Ah.
Whatever.
Now I
but
know what he
listen.
looks like.
Have you seen 500 Days of Summer?
Yes.
He plays the main guy's lanky best friend.
Okay.
Yeah, him.
Okay. I've also seen Criminal Minds, by the way. We got into Alvin and the Chipmunks really quick, but I have seen Criminal Minds.
No, you had seen Criminal Minds.
What?
I didn't know you had seen Criminal Minds. I wouldn't have brought up Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, you didn't give me a chance.
But no, his character, I love him.
Speaking of Alvin and the Chipmunks, how about David Cross?
No, absolutely not.
No? Too many
No.
teeth?
He looks like a nonce. He looks like the noncy character that what's his name? Tucci. What's his name?
Stanley Tucci.
I think that's the right guy. In the Lovely Bones.
Lovely Bones, Stanley Tucci. Yeah.
Yeah, they look the same to me, and I can't do that.
But also, if there's any reason to not be attracted to someone, it's because playing a character like what Stanley Tucci played in the Lovely Bones.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah. David Cross is perfect in Arrested Development. Are you kidding me? The Never Nude. He was an ideal pick. Continue.
I can't get into Arrested Development.
You what?
I can't get into Arrested Development.
Oh, that's a shame. Did you start with the first season?
Because I was watching. No, well, kind of.
Don't tell me that you started with the Netflix season. You started with the Netflix season, didn't you?
Yeah, so I was watching Community, and then Community got taken off, and they were like, "You might like this," and I was like, "I do not like this."
No, the Netflix. Ever since they brought it back, it was garbage. Yeah, Faintest is echoing that. Yeah, that was the worst. You got to start at the beginning. As a huge fan of Arrested Development, I watched like 1.5 episodes of the revival, and it sucked. It sucked so hard. And get this, they revived the show, right? But they could not book a shoot schedule where they could actually get all the characters in the same room. So a lot of the scenes that you see, they're green screened in with other characters. People are talking to each other that aren't actually in the room. That's why there's such a huge fucking, like, comedy is all about timing, right? And if all the timing is, if it's all happening behind the scenes in the editing bay, you're fucked. You are fucked. So negate that. Forget you, please. Do yourself a favor and forget that you ever watched it, because there is so much great fucking content with the first 3 seasons of Arrested Development. There really is. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Okay, who's next on the list?
So have you seen the new Final Destination Bloodlines?
I have not. I have seen the trailer, if that counts for anything at all.
Yeah, he's in the trailer. So, you know, this is kind of spoiling it for people. If you haven't seen the trailer, it's in the trailer, so you're going to see it.
Yeah.
But the guy that works in the tattoo shop.
I don't remember the trailer that well.
The, like, emo guy. He's hot.
Okay.
He's also a dick.
Wow.
There's kind of a trend going there. Apart from Spencer Reid, the rest of them are all kind of dicks.
Interesting.
Where's that bad daddy?
Interesting.
I'm really horny.
I got that one for you instead.
Oh, I hate that. Sorry. The next one, no, we're gonna skip that one.
Do you have an actual list in front of you?
Is that bad?
Is this how you're doing it?
It's that bad.
Jesus.
It's not a human.
Oh.
Wait, is that the guy right there in the chit chat?
Yes, yeah, that's the guy.
Ah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well. He's not human. Now I'm curious.
What's next?
We're gonna skip over that one because we don't need to talk about that.
Okay.
Hi, Jack.
Welcome back, Jack.
Let me think who I can. I mean, Lucius Malfoy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, even I can kind of see that one.
I don't see that one.
Yeah, I can kind of see it. Charming
the
fella.
main guy from Whiplash, not the guy that's the student, the teacher.
Oh, J.K. Simmons. You have a type, lady. You really do. I'm not going to go into it today.
Frank Gallagher.
Frank Gallagher. Is he the guy with the watermelons?
From Shameless.
Oh, from Shameless. Okay.
No Hugh Grant.
Yeah,
Hugh Grant only in Heretic.
Only in Heretic.
Yeah, any other time I fucking
I've
hate
not
him,
seen
but
that
in
yet.
Heretic he's good.
Okay.
Dad?
The
What?
Farmers Insurance commercial.
Oh, the dad from Shameless, yeah.
From British Shameless or American Shameless?
No, American Shameless.
Okay, William H. Macy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Him in and out of character as well.
Yeah. Yeah, see, there's a commonality here that I just don't want to destroy for you right now. What was it that you wanted to talk about, Nay? Before we run out of time. I could go on and on about this all fucking day. I'm so curious.
I mean, mainly me talking to my ex.
Oh, yeah. Not George.
So, not George.
Not George.
She wish.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
His name is Luke.
Okay.
That's not relevant. Anyway. So we started talking, that was fine. It was just like casual conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turned into him kind of like jokingly bullying me, I guess.
Jokingly bullying you.
Yeah. So we were talking about how like I was happy that we were back in contact, and he put, yeah, because you missed me. I got told 2 years ago. And I was like, huh? By who? And he was like, Chloe. We don't talk about Chloe. Chloe is an absolute fucking tough pot. She is not needed in my life.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we hate that bitch. Bitch, you be flirting with him constantly.
Get out of here,
I'm
you
not.
bitch.
But yeah, so he was like, oh, I got told by this person that you missed me. And I was like, brilliant. And then he started being like, how does it feel to know that I can make you smile without being in the room?
Whoa.
Which I was like, I hate that it's true, but it's true.
No.
Stop calling me a slag.
I don't think that's you. I think
Chloe
Chloe is the slag.
Yeah, Chloe is a slag.
I hate, Chloe can suck my
Did I
asshole
explain
hairs.
Chloe to you guys?
I don't think so. I'm ready, though.
No. I already know that we hate her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chloe was my best friend for 8 years. This was during the time that I wasn't talking to Annabella really, so you know,
we don't have time for Chloe lore.
I'll make it real short.
I gotta know.
So I was friends with her for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
I started dating a guy called Dodds.
Dodds?
And yeah, it's not his actual name, but we'll go with it because I don't want to expose him on here because he's actually okay.
Okay.
To some extent.
I don't believe you, but okay.
To some extent. And then I dated him for about 3-4 months.
Oh, you don't know about Dodds, Bella? Okay. 3 or 4 months. Continue.
Yeah. And Chloe fucked him while I was dating him.
Oh man, she's a dirty girl.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, so now I don't talk to Chloe at all. She tried multiple times to message me and be like, can we just talk about this? This is really bad of me. This is really wrong, okay? And I'm fully aware that this is wrong. But I would meet up with her. 3-4 times I met up with her. And she would take me for a meal, pay for my meal, and then I would try just talk to her as if we were friends, and then I'd block her again. And I just thought she kind of deserves it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like, I'm not doing anything bad. I'm just enjoying a free meal.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't hold that against you. No.
Yeah, and then she went on to send me pictures of her with like her face covered in blood and shit, and she was like, "Oh, Dodds is abusing me." Dodds broke up with her, got a new girlfriend. So I messaged him and was like, "Is your girlfriend aware of what you did to Chloe?" And he was like, "I didn't do anything. She had a seizure." And I was like, "Oh shit." The seizures is another story for another time. But I was like, "Shit, okay." So this guy didn't do this.
Whoa, wait. Let me stop right there real quick. Earlier, a few seconds earlier, you said like Dodds it's okay to some extent, but he would beat her up.
With a friend, and
No, he didn't beat her.
Did he ever hit you?
No. Okay. There was one thing he said that was very concerning. Which was that one of his kinks is when girls say no.
Oh.
So rape fantasy.
Yeah, I know a guy in jail that has that same kink.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a great kink to have.
No. No.
Okay.
That's really the only thing bad he did to me, apart from like, you know, having sex with my best friend. Apart from that, he was fine.
Oh, apart from that, he was fine. I know he just cheated on you, your best friend, and he has this no king. It's fine.
I did just remember actually. We went out drinking. And he was trying to get my attention, and I wouldn't respond to him because he wasn't pronouncing my name right, so I didn't realize he was talking to me. Bearing in mind, we had been dating for a month, and he still couldn't get my name right. Because my real name, you can all hear this because the petition that I put in has my real name on it. But my real name is Anae. And he kept calling me Anais. Which that is the way it's spelled.
Okay.
It's not my name.
Wow, what a lovely fellow.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
Wow. Why don't you try to get back with this amazing man? Really missed out on some beautiful years.
Get back with him. The whole way that I ended up dating him was just fucked up to begin with. So I don't really know what I expected out of the relationship.
I mean, here's really the thing, Nay, is that anyone that you have ever dated in your past, I'm already like preemptively going to have my reservations about because of who the fuck your dad was. Like, that's it, you know? You might have some nice things to say about these guys, but I think that'll take a lot to convince me otherwise, that they're actually decent human beings, especially after you say things like he fucked your best friend and had rape fantasies. And it's just...
Yeah.
No, there's... No.
Like apart from Luke.
Uh-huh.
None of the others were that great. Most of the men that I've dated were overly abusive.
What do you mean overly? What do you mean overly? There's no overly in that.
It's more mental manipulation than anything. Apart from like one of them who...
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There was an ex called Will.
Okay.
Annabella's not going to like this. There was an ex called Will, and he wrote a list of things that I did wrong so that when I went round to his house, he could beat me for it. I never went to his house, just to clarify. We never got to that point because I broke up with him. But he wanted me to go round so he could beat the shit out of me for things I had done wrong. On this list, 2 of the things I did wrong: having a male doctor and going to see my father.
Yeah, that is very wrong. That's a sin.
Warrants an ass kicking for sure.
I don't know if Annabella knows this part, but if I was leaving the house, I had to send him 3 different pictures of outfits so that he could pick one.
Oh my!
And if I didn't do that, he would block me for 3 days.
I'm sorry. How long were you there in hell for with this guy?
About a year.
Oh my
Almost a year.
God. Nay.
I was so madly in love with the guy.
Oh my, yeah, because he was your dad.
I don't like that.
He was. Sorry. Dads, be nice to your fucking daughters. Jesus Christ. It's a life fucking sentence you're giving them. It's not just in the moment. Fuck.
Yeah, I never met him. It was all like completely online.
Oh my God. And, yeah, it doesn't matter.
And yeah, the list consisted of 27 bullet points of things I had done wrong. He also made me 2 separate lists of rules to follow. And one of them was when I went round to his house, I was free use.
What does that mean?
It basically means if he wants to fuck me, he just can. And I get no say in it.
It was kind of clear, though.
Does that also mean that you would have to submit to his friends and stuff too, or whoever came around?
No, just him. He was very possessive. He wouldn't share me with anyone.
Okay.
If
it
he wants
doesn't
to
make a huge
use
difference in my
you
fucking book,
as a sandbag, could he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or a footstool?
Oh,
Yeah.
That sounds. Wow.
He also said if I
Ask
was staying
Bella.
at his house.
The fuck?
It's not your fault. He's a cock either way.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Both of you guys, not your fault. Everything
No.
that has led up to like where you are now is all because of a fucking singular person in both your lives. Different people, singular fucking entity. Seriously, not your fucking fault. Always be a fucking victim until you get out of this fucking mess. Seriously. Continue, Nay. I'm just pissed off. Not at you.
Another one of his
Not
rules.
at you. Uh-huh.
If I went to his house, I was only to take one outfit with me, which was the one that I was wearing. Because when I got to his house, I would be wearing his clothes only to prove that I was his.
Just fucking property. Huh?
And then I could go home in my clothes again. But when I was at his, I had to wear his clothes. Wow. Yeah, so there was that. And then my phone was to be switched off while I was at his.
Yeah.
And he would have full control of that because
it's so disturbing.
He didn't want me calling for help.
This is
essentially.
so
He wouldn't
disturbing.
admit that, but he was like, "Oh, it's just so we don't have distractions." But yeah,
This is so fucking freaky. Truly. Whew. Yeah, it's all power, right? All power all the fucking time. Disgusting. You're just an object in his eyes. Meant to be used like that.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, Nay.
So there was him, and then there was 2 of my exes who were incredibly racist and would constantly talk shit about my sister and my brother because they're black.
Cool.
There is no racial bigotry here.
Good guys. I'm sure that they had some redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
None. One of them I dated because he was an arsehole to me, and for some reason that was attractive. And the other one, I
wonder why that could be. Yes.
The other one, I felt bad for him, and I dated him out of pity.
But out of pity because he was racist?
No, out of
What
pity
was the
because he had a lazy eye.
That's good. That's what he gets for being fucking racist.
Oh my
He
God.
had a lazy eye, and no one liked him. So I was
Oh,
like,
good!
I'll like you. I'm sure there's
Good!
something to like.
Oh my God.
What
can I just pause you really quick? What I don't
Yes.
understand all these fucking people that have these, physical qualities or biological disabilities and stuff being such fucking assholes. Shouldn't you be? You should be nicer. You should be nicer so that you can be liked a little bit easier. You know? What is that?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I knew a kid with cerebral palsy in high school who was extraordinarily racist, but no one could understand what he was saying. But I hung out with him so much that I knew exactly what he was saying. And it's like, man, you need all the friends you can get. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. They're all cunts, ass Bella. They're all cunts. Continue.
So that was them two, and then I dated one called Dan, and he would constantly like date me and then drop me for someone else and then come back and date me again, and I was completely fine with that. He dated me about 7 times through high school, and I was just like, this is fine.
How old was he?
He was the same age as me. We were in the same year.
Thank God. Okay. Yeah.
He cheated on everyone. He did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far he sounds like the best.
Yeah.
Cheated on everyone.
Apart from the one that I'm currently talking to. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I'm currently talking to did nothing wrong, like at all.
Right.
He used to call my mum to tell her that we were like leaving the city, so that my mum was okay with it. He brought me home on time. If we were going out to eat, he'd like message her and be like, "You don't need to make tea. She's already eaten." He was just very caring.
Well, that's nice and surprising. I'm curious, what else there is below the surface. Just because I ain't trusting a single fucking guy you bring up.
There was quite a big age gap. It wasn't big. It was like 3 years, but I was 18. He was 21.
Appropriate.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
That's fine.
It's appropriate. It was just there was an age difference, and I think that's what attracted me to him in the first place.
Okay.
Was that he was older than me.
It's a much healthier attraction than, others. Than that you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. But this whole how does it feel smiling about me when I'm not around kind of thing. That is a troubling comment in my book. And that's leaning more into that control side of things you've dealt so fucking much with. You've dealt with that way too much. What did you think about that comment?
I didn't really see it as like a controlling thing. It was more just kind of like his way of flirting.
Fucking weird way of flirting. You get wet over that?
No.
No. I wouldn't expect it to. Thank God. Thank God.
But like when we were dating, it was very similar to that. Like he would say things. I'm trying to think of an example.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like he was kind of saying like you need to think about me when you're alone. It wasn't that. It was just kind of him being like, I think about you, do you think about me?
In so many words.
Yeah.
Could have been put better.
But he's he's not a bad guy at all. He's never done anything wrong to me.
Sincerely hope that.
Yeah, like he was always there for me. He's always like super caring. Was it 3 text? Yes. But no, he's always like super caring. He once slept in his car for about 3 weeks because he didn't want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't stay in my house because he was like, "Oh, I want to respect your mum's boundaries and not stay in my girlfriend's house when she's 17." So.
Well, that's respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would drive me everywhere as well. He drove me all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Faintus. I think that's a narcissistic red flag. But that's good that you actually experienced some level of actually caring and giving and being treated properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mental health and makeup. Don't mind if I do, Jack. Thank you. Yeah, that sounds cool. I'm just gonna copy that. Appreciate it. Yeah, that does sound fun. Whatchamacallit? Are you still talking to him?
Yeah, I talk to him like all day up until about 2 o'clock in the morning when I go to sleep.
Okay.
And like if I'm busy or something and I message and I'm like, oh, I need to go do this, he's like, yeah, you do what you need to do, which is very different to what my exes did. Because if I message them and I was like, I need to go do this, they're like, okay, but why are you not talking to me? So
yeah. No, that does sound very different, and different is exactly what you need and what you want. Ultimately, I'm not saying that it's something that you should necessarily be looking for right now, because I think you have enough going on to focus on.
No, I'm not trying to date him. I just wanted to be in contact with him because I had messaged him a while ago.
Yeah.
On Facebook, and he just didn't answer, and I was like, I don't know if this guy's okay or not.
Yeah.
I have no one that I can message because the people that me and him were friends with, completely betrayed me. So I dropped all of them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, because like when the whole Chloe thing happened, they took Chloe's side.
Yeah.
And that was like 20 of them took Chloe's side.
That's insane.
So I was like, I'm not gonna like beg for their attention. I'm just gonna make my own path.
Good. Yeah, that's
and
healthy.
he also cut them off. So
good. Yeah. Fuck all those people. Sincerely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he's super sweet. Like,
good.
I messaged him the other day and I was like, my Uber driver made me feel uncomfortable, and he spoke to me for hours about it, and like,
that's amazing.
Like, yeah, he like very much sympathized with me and
good.
Understood where I was coming from.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah,
it's good to have people like that around.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Nay, for your list of bald men you would kindly screw, as well as what's been going on with what are we calling him? Luke. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's not like the rest, and that's kind of it. I have to pee really bad. All right. Of course I do. Well, I've been holding it for 2 hours. Give me a fucking break. Stick around, everyone, for the raid. We're gonna raid this mental health makeup lady. Looks really fucking cool.
Yes.
So stick around. Stick around, and I will be right back for that raid. Okay.
I will fill these guys in on the guy that asked me for sex in town too. Because that was a time. Basically, I was sat on a wall, and there was a guy sat next to me in the weirdest outfit I had ever seen, talking to a portable radio as if it was a phone. He then leant over and asked if I wanted sex because I looked 30, apparently, which I've never been told. So I said no. And then he went on to tell me about how he had a brisk wank in the Primark changing rooms. And I said that I didn't want to hear that. And he apologized, but then continued to tell me about it. And then I went and told the police, because there were police patrolling the streets at the time. So I went and told the police. They went and got him from inside a bakery. And they went and got him from in there. And then 2 days later, I think it was, I got asked for like a statement. Now the good thing is I have photographic memory. So they were like, oh, can you describe this man for us? So I described him in full detail. And they were like, oh, yeah, he's just been arrested for 2 more sexual assaults on the day that you were in town. And I was like, that literally could have been me. I don't know what it is. I attract weird men. I got attacked at a gig by a man because I wouldn't drink his drink. And he punched me in the side of the head and stabbed me in the arm with car keys. Like, I just attract fucking weirdos.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You should like walk around with
barbed wire
or something.
Yeah. This is something that daughters of fathers like yours, you become good victims for predators. They can sniff you out. Like, nobody's
it's like
fucking
written
business.
on your face that you are a victim.
It is. It's fucking crazy. And you always have to have your guard up. And those guys that you are attracted to, you have to stop and think twice and think this is probably not fucking healthy, because you will also be attracted to that shit.
That's kind of why I don't want to date until I've got like therapy.
Thank you for saying so, because that was going to be the next thing out of my fucking gourd.
Yeah, no, that is like my kind of rule for myself at the moment. Like, I am not going to get in a relationship until I understand what a healthy relationship actually is.
Thank you, and what you deserve too. What you need in a relationship and what you have to offer. That's exactly.
Because even though I can look at a relationship and think like this seems a little bit weird, there's still things that I'm gonna easily miss because it seems so normal to me.
You're right, precisely.
And it, like I was raised to believe that was normal.
Right.
So until my brain has been rewired, essentially, I don't want to risk it.
It's not something
I want to put myself in.
You've got it all down, sincerely. That's perfect. That's perfect.
I'm also fully aware that if I did put myself in that situation and ended up in a relationship where I was being abused, I would not be able to get out of it, because I immediately think this is love.
Right.
And I'm fully aware of that. So I don't want to put myself in that situation either, where I'm going to be like, there's nothing wrong here.
Right. Precisely.
So until I get therapy and, my brain's kind of open to understand, then I'm just not going to do that.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Isn't that great, Faintest? That's really fucking amazing. I kind of needed to hear you say that before I signed off, but that's the perfect place to leave off for today, because that is exactly what you needed to recognize and exactly what I needed to hear. So thank you, Nay. Thank you so much. Cool. Yeah, it's no, really, really, really incredible. Just to simply have that awareness is everything. It really is. So keep doing what you're doing. You're making tremendous progress. Truly.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. I'm sorry, I'm not being sarcastic. I mean it. Like, thank you so much for sharing all your experiences and allowing everyone to hear all this, and also to be able to reflect, so wisely and so acceptingly towards the potential situations you could become trapped in if you were to just keep maintaining relationships. So it's really, really good. Really good.
Yeah, it's my responsibility to keep myself safe. Like,
exactly.
I'm fully aware.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, we are going to raid someone new today. I like the sound of this person, Jack. Mental health makeup. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to see what she has to offer. So here we go. Raid is populated. You guys, once again, cannot thank you enough, as always. Love hearing from y'all. Love all the updates. Whether or not they're positive or negative, that's what you're here for. That's what we're here for. And just keep it coming. Pretty please. Love hearing all the stories from you guys. And all the progress that you've made, even in the short time that I've known some of you. So let's keep it going, huh? Until Wednesday, I will be here Wednesday. I will not be here Friday. It's Independence Day, but I will be here Wednesday. Good old sex day. And until then, you guys keep taking care of yourselves and each other. Here's mental health and makeup. What do you know?